Heresy. Let's do it first. Alright. Okay, we'll go through a quick recap of what happened last week. So I'll go through events and you can add some bits in. So we went down to floor number
600 something.
600 and something. 671.
There's a lot of floors.
I don't actually have the floor number on this.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's 671, yeah?
So we went down to floor 671, deep in the Hive of the Koskela division. We went down there in our low Hive gear because we were impersonating the Koblast SA, which is technically not because they are members of the Inquisition, but either way we are.
It's a mercenary outfit, a local mercenary outfit that people know, so we can carry weapons around and be less conspicuous.
Yep.
They're not too blatant.
You turn it over.
That's where Cassis wrote it last week.
That's where you wrote it. I was like, it's right there.
Yes, Cassis is writing Eurotilla. So we went through a series of the tram trails going down. That took you a good couple of hours. Some people noticed some information to do with the Redemptionists.
Yes, the Redemptionists are active down here.
They are extreme fanaticals in the Puritans, which is that they follow the doctrine of faith to the letter, which is the only way you can be redeemed. Well, it's not in the eyes of the God Emperor.
It's not even to the letter because most of them can't read. But it's what it's more a grassroots fundamentalist movement.
Yes. So what I hear is it's to the word of the letter that someone told them 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Which
Christianity.
and the Imperium of Man.
It's like old Catholicism when only the priest could read.
It's one of those ones that the only way you can be redeemed is
hardly
to be
anyone can read
killed.
in the Redemptionists.
Right.
And many Redemptionists seek their own redemption in the battlefield for sins. They also seek the desire to bring redemption to you. And the only way to bring redemption to you is
fire,
to kill
normally.
you.
Right. With fire.
With fire.
So bringing redemption to the God Emperor Elvis.
Don't say such heretical things in this session.
For the Emperor, huh?
We all know what happened to Elvis. Elvis heroically died in battle alongside JFK fighting a mummy. I've seen the historic records.
Legit.
That shit's cool.
So then we've gone down to the Koskela division, and we have gone off and we have checked into the hostel.
Yeah, there's the hotel owner's got his weird muty wife.
Yeah, the hostel
he's
5
exactly
star.
Much better himself, to be
He's
fair.
got to a
And he's addicted to that local drug. It's like that
The
sort
black
of
tar.
black spiral. Yeah, it's like black tar heroin. Yeah,
Black tar, just tar.
but yeah. So it's supposedly gives you a deeper hallucination than Obscura does, but we don't know about its long-term side effects because no one lives very long down here.
I'm glad there's another person who will get the BAFTA reference, not in character. Cough.
I forgot to do maps this week. I said I'd do it last week and I forgot. So who currently has a map of the locations we're in? I mean, like a physical copy, Lizzie. Do you have one on there? Yeah? Okay, perfect. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. She's got one, you've got one. Okay. So we are currently in number... number 6. That is where the hostel is. So you got into the hostel. You've met the owner. He is a lovely guy, Maxis Streluk. Absolutely normal, right? And his musical voice.
Oh yeah, and our floor's all fucked up, isn't it? Because all the rooms seem to be closed off and possibly knocked into one.
Where there's going to be a chat we're going to be having in character about shit that we haven't noticed.
So we've noticed some things, and we have had Andronich and Karpath have gone out into the night cycle to go and have a look at Hab Block 717, because that is the location both of the dead guy, Saul, and where his sister lives.
Yes, we scoped out the Hab block where his sister lives, and it's a shithole.
Yes, you've only gone to downside because we basically went from, it's daytime-ish, and all the lights have gone out.
Daytime.
Nighttime.
Yeah, we continued anyway, got there and went, nope. We'll go back.
Fuck this shit I'm out.
It was only a preliminary sort of fact-finding mission. We'll go in all mob-handed later.
Okay.
A quick nose, like...
Your fate points.
Yes, that's what I was doing first.
Okay, right, how many fate points have everyone got?
Your fate points have come back.
Okay, so you need 4 for me.
Yeah. So you're coming in.
3 for me.
Okay.
4,
5, 6,
3,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
16,
18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and one for me. Right.
That sounds like an awful lot of fate points for one group. Better start burning some.
No!
We're not there yet, but it's going to happen.
Oh god.
Give it 5 minutes.
So,
You.
last point where you all are is that 5 of you are sitting down to have dinner that you have been given to by the owner's wife.
Survival! Survival!
Wait. But the wife has obviously not said anything to you. You've seen the outline of a man living in their flat.
Yeah.
Harris, you are still upstairs in the room with the map. You are still connected to our box. You have the map and your data slate. You have everybody else's gear. Okay? So you can still hear everything that's going on if they have the channel open. Last I checked, the channel was still open. Has anyone closed the channel?
No.
So you'll hear them over there saying out loud.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll be able to hear, but I won't be able
So,
to.
the fate points have come back. The food is back right in front of you. Does anyone want to
Survival! Damn it! I'm out by 4 points.
Okay.
Shit.
So this is a flat survival roll.
Yeah.
No
Damn it.
pluses from me.
4 points is still a degree of failure. Still don't know what it is.
No. Minus 20 if you're not trained yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Is there any other skills that would be useful?
Am I
Just
allowed
toughness?
to
Just toughness.
attempt to medically appraise the food we're about to eat?
Yes.
It's dead.
Is it very ill?
Well, I might be able to glean
It's
some
some
knowledge
sort of
about
grey
how
food.
fucking bad it is.
Oh shit.
No.
Shit.
100.
Nope.
What did you roll?
I rolled 100.
I imagine
Oh.
it's like a hockey
Oh.
puck made of what you get out of your Hoover but covered in gravy.
It's an alive rodent of
It's
its
really
size.
healthy.
It is alive.
The point you've got to with your 100 roll is you have looked at it and you have never seen whatever protein this is before in your life.
It's a live rodent of
You-
unusual size.
You just have no idea at all what the fuck
No,
it is.
it's not baby, that's for sure.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I watch him intently as he eats it.
Same.
Yeah, I do just outwardly say fuck it.
Okay.
Fasting is
So
good
you
for the
roll me
soul.
a D100 and tell me what you get.
Oh no.
13?
Okay. So as you take a bite of this, you're like, you are pleasantly surprised. It
like-
actually tastes much better than you thought it would, and is much more nutritious than the other food you've eaten.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is good. Seriously, it's good.
What does it taste like?
Because that's all you can hear. You have no idea what they're talking about.
What does it taste like?
So you've had like basic protein and all of the rest of this. This has got like flavour, rich, creamy. You can actually like. It's very hard to describe. Like it tastes more like food. So before you just have bland chalk protein, this has actually got flavour to it.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know if you've ever eaten fresh kind of food or anything. So not really.
No.
You've only ever had rations. So basically, this is
Yeah.
one of the best things you've ever eaten because it tastes like real food.
yeah, no, this tastes better than anything I've ever eaten. Seriously, do you know what real food tastes like? I swear this is it.
I mean, I come from an agri world. We probably had the freshest food available, realistically.
Or knock your spoon, go on.
So this tastes like what you imagine food from her planet tastes like.
Oh, fuck it.
Tell me if it tastes like home.
Incorrect.
Okay, both of you roll me a D100, tell me what you get.
Oh, this is what it turned out to be shit.
It's Kakanapuku.
38.
15.
Okay, so it's the same thing. So this is probably one of the best tasting things you've ever seen tasted. You can just feel like rich gravy, the taste of home, fresh ingredients. It's bizarre because it looks awful and tastes amazing.
Holy fuck.
See?
Okay, are you any fatigue down or hit points down?
No. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten into any scuffles since we got down here.
I'm a scratch down, no fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah, because you fell on your fucking face.
Oh yeah.
That damage has come back.
Cool.
You're healed.
Ah, so it's just
It's just come back with a
healing
vengeance.
broth
Just
of some
re-injured.
description.
Dead.
Yeah, so
Don't tell me
I'm
wounds,
overcured.
yes, I
Oh, no.
Are you gonna try?
No.
I'm gonna keep eating.
Yeah,
No,
I've
well,
keep eating.
It is
I'm gonna risk it.
I believe it to be tainted.
Oh god. 66.
So you don't really eat people food. A lot of your stuff's got like machine oil or other bits in it. This one just tastes too fleshy. So it's just not your taste in food. That's all it is. You're just used to mechanically pure food, stuff made by a machine. You can't taste the.
You take your
The
food by
grind.
suppository.
I pull out a bottle of Castrol GT and pour it in.
I don't know. Is that a beet boot joke?
It's a beet boot joke,
It's
yeah.
oil.
Oil.
It's
Okay.
Tar,
literally
oil
He
like
literally
tar oil,
does it,
really.
right? Pours oil into his food.
It's
Right.
called sacred
Roll again.
agent.
Roll again.
Yeah, I just have to remind myself that he's a tech priest, and
Yeah.
like
How
yeah,
bionic are you? How bionic are you?
Much better.
yeah. 'Cause at the moment you're only partially mechanical. You've got like the
It's very small.
thing on your
amount.
head, and something else. I can't remember.
Dude, point out his flaws. He'll get there.
He's trying.
I'm only young, damn it.
I don't know the food basket.
It
You
takes,
don't place with me.
yeah. It takes a 50-year apprenticeship to be a full.
I know
tech
what I
priest.
need.
I know, I'm only young, damn it.
Sort of, maybe.
We can only grow by acknowledging our flaws.
We have.
Just remove your limbs, and then they have to get replaced somehow.
Actually, that's not
Because
true.
we said.
It'll just be a flounder for the rest of the
Everyone's
career.
stuff with me, so that
Cool,
means
yeah.
that your, food packs from the last place would be with me. So I'm eating one.
Those were eaten. There's only food vouchers, which I've got with me.
She eats the food voucher.
Only left equipment.
Yeah, I think.
Those food packet things, we were there for another week. I ate those first because they weren't tradable.
Yeah, I
easily
suppose they
tradable.
would eventually go
yeah,
off.
that's true, they would.
So unfortunately,
Still got
none
ration
of those
packs. Yeah,
food
okay,
blocks are still
that's
there,
fine.
and we only had about 4 each left, I think.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So you guys eat, feel much better, apart from Andrew Lynch, but he's used to suffering, it's okay.
The suffering makes him
Yeah, no, it's just like
I'm fasting.
it's
Fasting,
like
good for soul.
it only makes me stronger.
Harris. Okay, can you give me an awareness check, please? Plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you guys are eating.
It's great.
Yeah? Yeah, it is.
Wait, in that case, I'll turn to you. It's just like, what is it? Any idea?
No.
Oh.
Passed by 3 degrees.
Okay, so where you are, a green light suddenly comes on the intercom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you roll me a stealth check, plus 20. Do not make any noise.
Oh, that thing that I was going to take but didn't because I got something else better instead. Fuck. So minus 20, so flat.
It's fine. Don't try and make no noise. Make extra noise. Make extra loud slapping noises.
3 degrees of success.
Okay, so that comes on, and it's almost like you take a deep breath and you shallow your breathing, so you can't even hear that over the intercom. Like you're completely still. There's no creaking, no moving, no nothing.
None of that.
A couple seconds pass, then the light goes out again, and then what you hear is footsteps coming along the corridor. Not someone loud, someone trying to keep themselves quiet, walking along the corridor.
With my previous score, can I move the stuff so it's behind the bed? The way I view the room is like the bed's here, so I can move the stuff here if the door's there, so it's out of view.
So you've got the door coming in, and then you have like the bathroom just on the side. Then there's like a little bit, because you know like where the bathroom is, where you got one bed and then another bed. So you can move stuff like in between the beds. Would it be out of view, or yeah?
I'm gonna move it so that the stuff isn't visible from when they walk in the door.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put myself in the bathroom.
Okay. Alright.
And I'm gonna wait with the door slightly ajar so I can still see what's going on.
Okay. So, you guys are in. What else are you doing? There's no one else down here. It's literally just you guys in this giant like dining room that's like just full of like faded wallpaper, faded carpet, and you go from one table with like 60 odd tables around you in various forms of decay and breaking.
I'm probably gonna relatively quickly polish off the food.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I've finished, ask if I've got a bit more I can take back up to the room.
She isn't there, so she went back into her flat. So you can always politely knock on the door. Go
Oh
back
no,
round to the
what's that? An
reception.
excuse to possibly go in?
I'll walk over and knock on the door.
Okay. So you knock on the door. The door opens. So she opens so that she's there facing you, and you have quite a clear view into the room. If you want to have a further look into the room,
I'm going to have a surreptitious look.
so you can have a plus 40 because you're standing right by the door.
Damn.
99.
Oh,
It's not a
hell.
critical fail.
It's close enough.
It's definitely a fail.
Okay.
So I
Depends
probably
if you're looking for
noticed
degrees of failure or not.
literally. Yeah, I probably noticed literally no more than I've already seen. While I'm trying not to look like I'm looking, by doing that, I'm not seeing anything.
You go, hey, you guys.
But yeah, so
She moves in the way ever so slightly.
Okay, so she's almost like blocked the door and then the light's in your eyes, you know.
Yeah.
So she's just like, she goes,
Is it possible to have some more to be able to take up to the room with us, please?
she nods and then closes the door.
Okay, I walk back to the table.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, slam.
I would have waited there until the door reopens to try again.
This is my luck catching up.
I'm gonna take the time while I'm hiding to, quietly enough that I won't be heard, but still loud enough that they'll fucking hear me. Just say, light came on, someone's coming.
I'll go.
I'll go with you.
Outside?
Quietly.
Okay. With my
Yeah, and I say
With my,
quietly.
Quietly. I'm
with
not
my
quiet.
stub revolver in my robe pocket.
Yeah. Okay, so the two of you, how are you going to get upstairs? You're on the ground
there's
floor
no
and she's 6
stairs.
floors up.
We couldn't find any stairs, could we? It's got to be the cargo lift.
Yep.
Yeah. Gronkle, gronkle, gronkle.
The two of you roll me an awareness flat.
Oh,
no.
I rolled
98.
We are the
19.
group that sees nothing.
The two of you step into the
La,
elevator.
la, la, la.
Apart from you.
So you go into the
You
elevator.
do not see the obviously blinky light in the corner.
Yep, you scrape everything closed and you start cranking it up. So there's a button, which is where your thing is, your floor. You can press the button. You hear a scrape. The lift is slowly, basically moving itself up, scraping up. You just gotta wait. You're like,
I start turning the crank as well to try and help the machine spirits out into
It-
near retirement.
it does a little bit, but mostly you just gotta wait for the motor to take you up. It takes a little bit of time to go up.
I know, but I want to show the machine spirits I care.
Okay. It's going to be incredibly hard to try and fix this kind of primitive level of technology, but you could if you took the time and wanted to, but you couldn't do it really in the elevator.
I mean, if we need to purge this place, I'm just going to set the machine spirits free.
That's absolutely fair.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you're up there. You're waiting. So gets to your door. It stops. You hear the creaking of the floorboard outside. The shadow underneath the door, and then it keeps on going. Creaks off, and then you hear a shut noise of a door opening and a door closing, and what sounds like a large object being dragged or scraped into a room. But it's the room directly next to you. So if you're walking down the corridor, it'll be your next one to you.
Mm.
Yes. And they're not being very loud, you hear like thudding and alter noises.
Okay, so because they're not in the room, I'm
Yes.
going to step out
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to stare at the wall, which is the one that's there.
Separating you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do move something and there is a fucking door there, I'm going to be like, hi!
Okay.
Hello, this is your live.
I like
Yeah,
it.
so I'm going to be keeping an eye on the wall in general.
Okay. So 3 of you are left downstairs. The door opens again.
Yay.
Does anyone else want? Are you still stood by the door?
No, I want to sit down.
Okay, so the 3 of you can roll. It's an awareness plus 10 to try and look into the room.
Cool, minus 10. Nope.
No.
2 degrees of failure.
Come on.
Stay in the
Come
room,
on!
anything.
Yeah, 3 degrees of
Oh, fucking hell.
Hey!
Is it Wanganum?
No, not quite.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, I fail so hard at seeing, my eyes fall out.
But it is above 80.
To be fair, with the plus 10, there's only 2 degrees of failure.
Okay, so
You roll
basically,
100.
she
You have to play
opens
coma.
and closes the door so fast that none of you get a good look in. Okay?
If I had awareness, I would have passed.
She comes across and it's almost like a small metal battened cylinder that she puts down in front of you.
If you had awareness,
very much.
you'd be useful.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit, son.
One of the three of you don't.
I'm going to pick that up. Start walking towards the elevator.
Okay.
On the crinkety old thing, you see it is not even gotten to 1.
Okay, so Andronich and Xerxes. Okay, can both of you roll me an awareness? Plus 10, please.
Gone!
No.
Jail them.
Fake.
I've got any dice
I'm gonna
left.
fake that.
First one. First nom nom nom.
No, for fuck.
The jail's getting crowded.
Say 2 better.
No, it's not. It can still fit a few more.
No.
I don't know, if I need to, I might bail out the other ones.
I failed by 2 degrees of failure.
Okay, so the elevator keeps scraping past and gets up to number 6. You just need to give me a strength test, basically to pull up the last part of the elevator.
No.
You're gonna get stuck in the elevator.
No.
We're gonna die, aren't we?
No, it's just a flat
No.
strength check.
We're gonna die here.
Okay,
Has
so
anyone
basically,
realised how shit we
so basically the elevator is almost there. What it's done is it's got stuck, so only the top third of the elevator is on the correct floor.
Oh,
So it's 2/3 of it's still too low down.
You're shit by association.
No.
Yes, so wait a minute. We are the best of the best. We are elite, trained forces that can't get out of an elevator.
Special forces. Emphasis
Better
on
than
the
falling
special.
down an elevator.
Yeah. Hey, not this character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
Is
do
it
me.
bad that I just imagine the Inquisitors watching us just
Can you
going...
give me an awareness check, please, Flaps?
Come on, you have to redeem
We're
us.
too low for them to
Don't put
watch
that
us.
pressure on her.
They just chicken
Alright,
Just
point-
jinxed me. Well done, jackass.
I'm putting the pressure on a dice.
Which is you factors.
More acolytes.
Just on the Inquisition.
Pass
so
by
I think
3
you can
degrees.
break.
See, there we go.
Okay, you suddenly hear a muffling sound. And then silence.
Oh, someone got ganked.
Can you say that out loud? Please say you can.
I don't say that out loud.
Oh,
I
It's
say
like-
that in my
it's like-
head,
Oh,
and I will say that
like
to them later,
entertainment.
but I don't say it out loud. That's stupid.
So the three of you start walking toward the elevator.
Yeah.
Can you give me an awareness check plus 10, please?
Nope.
Oh.
Even worse this time.
But
4 degrees to failure.
Yes, I pass!
Hey!
okay.
Excelsior.
So, as you go past the reception, there is no one there. There is a sign up that says to be back in 5 minutes.
Gone fishing.
More like gone snipping.
For brown trout.
Next to where the elevator is, there was a door that you almost didn't notice before, and you remember there being a weird painting there. That weird painting is
so
now
much.
gone, and now there is a door.
And meanwhile, we're just there, like, what, you know, just waiting for the elevator.
Steer with like a fucking
Do-do-do.
that flash.
We wait a bit, we can't even get out of the bugger.
Yeah, we can. We can if one of us boosts the other up, we can get out.
What's your strength score?
Strength is 41.
Oh
Damn.
god.
Why?
Well, we have you.
I'll turn so that I can still look at both of them
Yeah.
and not be in sight of the cameras. And just be...
Okay, reroll for your awareness, plus 20 to see the fucking door.
Come on,
flat.
Flat.
No.
That is
Cock.
cock. That's
Cock.
legitimately cock.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yay!
Double 7.
3 degrees.
What on earth is he referring to?
So you can now
She.
see the door that's the exact same colour as the wall, and it's almost like it doesn't have a light on it, so that until it's pointed out, you're like, "Huh, this whole place is so shit looking, I didn't even notice there was a door there. Wasn't there a painting there before? And Carpath is staring at the elevator.
Hang on, I'm trying to see if there's a confused hand signal. Or I don't understand
Yes,
Yes,
there is.
everyone's doing the same one. Yes.
Secret signal.
Oh, yeah.
Are we currently in
so-
view of a camera?
So now that you, I'll let you use your previous scores. Now that you looked up, all the camera lights are off. All the cameras are off currently.
Okay. I actually slap him in the side of the head and point directly at the door.
Plus 40. Go on, see the door.
Yay!
Hooray!
You see the door.
Thank
Yes,
fuck for that.
Oh.
Also, looks like no one's here.
Yeah. So I'm going to point at the camera and be like,
Do you understand?
Hang on.
I don't know if it's actually in there or not. I was making a really obvious gesture, but I did this.
You can
Yeah,
understand
so-
that if you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand it, but yeah, so.
Flash, no more.
Because I don't know if there's any
Remove.
recording.
Beep 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 beep. Bye bye.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any sound stuff, but because the light's not on, I assume they can't see us. So lights off.
Okay, and then the points at the door. Hang on a minute. Right, so the two of you are in an elevator.
Wait, I saw the understood one. Where was
So
it?
you could either redo a strength check to try and get the elevator to move.
No!
Damn it. Flat, right?
Message received.
Yep.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
his message was also
Or-
understood.
You can use either strength to boost someone or athletics if you've got the skill.
I have I got acrobatics.
I'll take
No,
an acrobatics, that's fine.
Yeah, I
No-
will
no
try
athletics?
Try and vault up.
Yeah, try and vault up. Do you have athletics or acrobatics?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Hang on a sec.
jump through.
Okay, so you basically manage to put a foot on the bars, swing yourself up, and then you
Oh,
dive through the
actually,
gap.
no, I failed by 2 points.
No, that's fine. I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it. Right,
struggle a little
so
bit and then you go.
swing through. Okay, so what you can do is you can turn around and you can put an arm down to help Xerxes,
Yep.
which means that you can either use a dex or a strength, but you will get a +10 because Andrew Nitch is helping you.
When you say dex, you mean agility?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
That.
No, she means Dex.
Wrong system! Wrong system!
Different character sheet.
Okay.
No.
Hooray! Number 9!
Okay, so you jump up, grab hold of Andrew's hand, and he helps pull you through the gap in the elevator. Okay, which is just good timing because just as you guys get out, the elevator starts plummeting down. Not in a so you're listening to machine spirits. It's like someone's recalling it down, but it has no safety mechanisms or releases.
You could have cut your body off.
I mean, I don't see a
Cut
problem
you
with that.
in twain.
Okay, can the two of you roll me an awareness check? Plus 20.
Well, I have heard of this.
I dropped my dice.
No!
You can't roll the table. You
It's
can't.
not. It's not D4. It's fine.
Oh god. Oh, there it is.
Wait, no, it's because it needs time to charge the good luck energy. That's what it is.
Miss Hoover, I ate my dice. Oh,
Out by 3 points.
77. That's not good. What is wrong
You
with
guys suck!
Right, we're out the elevator. What do we see? The corridor.
Nothing!
By the way, you realise this either bodes really well for first date or really bad.
It'll be fine.
I think I
Fucking
should,
Jesus, bitch!
based on the luck how it's going so far, I think I should even out by Thursday because this is my bad luck from last week.
Okay, so the two of you are in a corridor. You start walking along. But you don't seem to see anything out of place or anything wrong.
You see nothing.
They
you
don't.
hear nothing.
They don't see the suction-ended dildo just hanging off the fucking
Roof.
mirror, just like. Oh.
Covered in machine oil.
Well, that would be pretty standard for a place like this.
But you
Okay.
don't see it.
Okay, so there's a knock at your door. I'm assuming there's a knock at your door. You guys had a pre-established knock. That was the so yeah.
Secret knock.
So you hear the secret knock.
I'm gonna open the door, but really quietly.
Okay, so two of you step into the room. You can close the door.
I'm gonna leave it partially open so that I can see more if someone goes past.
Okay.
So as they go past, I can open it to see what as they're walking away.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna point at the wall as I stay at the door.
I've played enough Zelda to know what to do in this situation.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to
What,
go
smash all the
investigate.
pots?
Okay.
I've
Right.
built the wall.
So, do you have stealth?
Yeah.
How
No,
high is your
please.
agility?
34.
Okay, so you have a plus 20 to a stealth roll from me. Basically, just to go up to the wall quietly.
Okay.
So it'd be flat because you don't have.
Yeah.
What's your agility?
43.
No.
So plus 13 to try and step up to the wall. How bad?
So plus 10
74.
overall. If you don't have stealth.
Stomp.
Fuck!
As they both start
man,
stomping over, I'm like,
No. What they do?
Gummy
So
bears.
Andrew steps up, doesn't realise that you left a duffel bag with all of the stuff in between, puts his foot on the handle, then steps forward. And then what he does, he puts his hand against the wall to like defend himself right against the wall. And you go forward, you go and try and help him. What you don't do is basically you end up like bouncing off the creaking bed.
That sounds about right, considering I failed by 4 degrees.
Yeah.
okay, so I was looking at the door, and I'm just gonna.
Okay.
It's
So
like
both
there,
of you-
understand.
All three of you roll me an awareness check. Very easy, plus 14.
Oh yes, that's good. Oh man,
What is going on?
98.
I passed by 8 degrees.
See, what the fuck?
She probably has awareness.
No, she
I do.
has absorbed everyone's luck. Everyone.
No, I wasn't here last week when everyone was rolling really well or really terrible. So I'm currently doing average
For a party.
for a party. But because you guys fucked yourselves with last week, you're fucked for this week where I'm not.
Okay, so what the two of you can hear, not you. You're more like you suddenly can hearing like, your service goal's just reset. So you suddenly instead of listening to there, you're listening to him talking to you and like giving you information. Basically, he's recalibrated now. So he just like beep booping at you.
So how terrible is this room?
Beep boop.
Bad.
Yeah. So what you can hear is the sound of scraping, metal against metal, and a clang. What you can hear is the sound of multiple people moving, something moving, and the noise coming from where your window is, but on the other side of the in the room.
I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a hotel, a pretty shady hotel. We're shady people. Surely it just stands to reason that there's going to be other shady people in this hotel. Maybe we should just let it go.
We're only
No,
Slim
impossible.
Shady. Yeah, but we're only Slim Shady. They're probably full fat Shady.
We're the real Slim Shady.
Okay, so it sounded like it was coming from the window
So I'm just putting it out
On the
there
other window. Another
Not
room,
even in the
sorry.
room.
of
I
the
know.
other room.
Yeah.
to the group.
So your window has got metal bars across it. Okay, hang on. So basically, you guys are at the door, and then suddenly the elevator comes really speedily in front of you. It's it lands. There's dust. And as it's there.
Has it given up the ghost?
I'm going to hand him the.
The fuck did you just call machine spirits?
I'm going to hand him the flask essentially. Just have a quick look up at the camera to make sure the light's still off.
They're still off.
Cough, and I try and open the door.
Okay. So you.
I literally just whatever handle or whatever opening mechanism it looks like it's got. I just.
Yeah, it's an old-fashioned handle. You open it and then the door opens.
I'm a creep. I boot to the door.
I then really
cast fist.
unsubtly and there's no denying how fake it is. Pretend to fall in. Oh no!
Oh no! I have fallen.
I did not get up.
And I fall after I've opened the door. And go, oh no!
And she's going to be there naked with 3 titties.
3 titties is fine.
It's going to be 3 titties. Awesome.
And the
So unless you have a look,
Yeah. Oh no! And I'm going to have a look
just
around the
a
room.
regular mutant.
So around the room, it almost looks like an old-fashioned locker room. So there's lockers all on one side, but they don't have numbers in. None of them have got keys in. And on the other side, there are a series of hooks, and they've got doors, and they've got rope with the little tassels all along. And then they've got these weird sort of black hoods and robes, but they look like they've been well cared for. And there's about 18 of them all the way along, but there are 3 missing at the end.
But my
That's my hook.
The food is here.
So okay. Oh no!
The food is people,
whoops.
the food is
Oh,
people.
I'm going to step out and close the door.
And not the mechanically recovered people that we normally eat.
Oh wait, no. Reunion.
And then once I close the door, I'm just going to go straight to the elevator.
Okay.
Just start trying to open.
So you just watched her do that. What did the two of you do?
While it was just cough, oh no, fall. And like, well, I'm going to go look behind the desk.
Okay. So, so do
I'm going to guard the flask. It's my one and only task.
Acrobatics.
That's amazing.
The flask holder.
Plus 20 to vault over the desk.
There's Vault!
I'm not going to hop over the desk. I'm going to go behind the desk and have a look
Okay.
through the ledgers.
I'm getting off.
There's Vault.
That's what I'm saying. You've got to hop over to go around the desk.
All
So
right.
it's like a reception desk. Where the entrance to it is the door for the flat.
So he just watched me go on it, he just go, oh, and walked off the desk.
There's Vault, motherfucker.
There's Vault! Plus 20.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's been 5 degrees.
Okay. So what you see is you're holding the
Not
suit.
assault.
Alice falls across. And Larry takes Leary takes 5 steps and then jumps and then skids and then lands behind the desk.
I'm going to whisper under my breath, just like, this is happening now. Okay.
Okay, so there are a number of things here. So I'll see what's the most obvious things in front of you that you don't need to check for.
Okay.
So you've got there's a book, like an old-fashioned writing book there, which is very strange for some people to have, like so that you can write on. There are a series of like ashtrays, low stick ends, junk, garbage, dirt. You've got all the keys behind you. There is like it's in a cupboard. The cupboard is now like been closed and locked, so the keys are not now easily accessible. And there's a cupboard underneath where the chair is.
Ooh.
Ledger or chair if I've only got time for one.
Decide.
Go for the less obvious thing.
Yeah.
Open the dildo vault.
As just a piece of advice, go for what you think is less obvious.
Open dildo vault.
Just
That's
spring
upstairs on
All you're
floor
going
6.
to find is wank bank of surveillance tapes.
Oh god.
Is that what we're going to call you from now on? The dildo vault?
I thought you were saying the wank bank.
Yeah. I like the dildo more.
No, that's quite different from wank bang. Anyway, I'm going to look in the cupboard.
Merlan's disappointing dildo drawers.
Oh!
Okay, so you open the cupboard. Okay.
And then awareness.
It's like,
Yeah.
nope, empty.
Ah, giant spider. That's best.
Bye.
Actually, do we get any bonuses to this, or is it just flat?
Flat.
Really?
How many points?
I spend the pay point to give myself a degree.
Is that the first one?
So pass my 2 degrees.
No, second.
Okay, because you're not taking anything, because you're literally opening it and looking at it. So, there are 3 prominent things in this cupboard.
Yep.
One is what looks like, how do I describe this? Like a clay circle, like a clay, almost like what clay pigeons look like. But the symbol on the front is a crest of a gilded scarab before a crossed pair of burning torches.
Ooh. Occulty.
Like scarabs, burning torches. Someone called Brendan Fraser.
Okay.
Anything else?
Best knife.
That's one thing. The second thing is a knife. Now, this is not what I would say is a normal looking knife for the place. It has a slight curve to the knife. It looks like it's got chips missing from it. Like
Cleansing knife.
yes, very similar looking to that. But it looks like the handle has been well cared for and reused and re-cared for and redone the handle for it.
And the third thing?
Is a vial about this big, and the side is a blue, like a violet kind of dark blue, bubbling liquid, almost like a lava lamp. You know, like where it does the bubbles and stuff.
Drink it.
Scull it.
No, it's like,
You got to free
a
those
very
that
strange,
shit.
odd, and
Drink it.
possibly poisonous liquid. I better drink it and make sure it's safe.
I better lick this highly magical object.
No, shoot it up your veins.
Just the smallest cut from this blade. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Right. I've got an empty syringe
Okay.
in my thing
Yeah.
from when I used the stim earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
I'm not going to put it through the
So I just look over and it's like.
So, can you do Medicaid untrained? No, it's an intelligence skill. You can't do intelligence skills untrained.
Can you not? I thought you could do any untrained. It's just.
No, there's only specific ones you can actually do on
It's
train.
meant to be intelligent. You can't do. Okay.
To be
Right.
fair, I'm not trying to like fill the injector fully. All I want to do is take a little bit.
Get a sample.
in the vial.
Okay, but you're doing it under pressure. So, give me an intelligence roll to do it. Plus 30.
Here we go. Here's
Plus-
where it's fucked.
Intelligence
Just gonna
plus
spill it
30.
all
You
over
can do
you.
it. I believe in you.
I haven't got contact poison.
So,
Now this is what's going to happen.
thank you. That's what I was going to check in a minute, but thank you.
Yeah.
for
Hold.
I'll have a look while you're.
Pull, injector.
Steady.
Oh, I tipped it all over.
Oh!
Do I use my second fate point this early?
How many degrees would you
It
go
would
by?
be 6 degrees of failure.
You drink it.
It's
like, fuck it.
Sample that.
So much.
6 degrees of failure when it was a plus 30.
Oh, plus 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
3 degrees of failure.
I was about to say, what is your intelligence?
Minus 30.
Duh!
Is it just one intelligence?
Intelligence plus
Flat
30.
intelligence
Yeah,
Oh,
take
nice.
mine.
Pass.
Hey.
Hey!
I was about to say.
I was going to say, I was going off Medicaid. That's
No,
why.
no, no,
okay,
no, no.
It's flat intelligence.
So I was
This
just
is where
flat
we see the
intelligence.
intelligence of the character being better than the intelligence of the player.
Whoa! That happens
So-
to man all the time.
Just for reference, only specialist skills can't be done untrained.
Such as.
All of the laws are considered specialist.
Yep,
Linguistics is specialist.
yep,
Navigate and operate is specialist.
yep.
And trade is specialist. They're the only ones that are actually specialist.
So
Anything else you
navigate,
can
operate,
do.
linguistics,
Yeah.
Trade,
trade.
And navigate.
I
Yeah.
got navigate
and
already.
then all of the laws.
And then all of the laws.
So if you don't have a law, you can't do a law.
Which makes sense.
I can.
Yes, but
Yeah, but that's
but
different because you
that's your-
technically have all
that's
of them.
your jam.
That's my jam.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. That's just good to know for future reference. Okay.
Yes,
Either
I
way.
put an S next to all of those, so we know.
I'm just doing these
Yeah, so take a
Pathfinder
little
stuff.
bit from it and then put it back down again.
Basically, I'm taking enough so that it doesn't look obvious.
Yeah, that's
Which
fine.
is literally about that much because we can test it.
Yeah.
Quick, top it up with spit.
Don't clean the vials with your spit. Let's go.
Okay. And
Think
then
about how.
as Alice is coming
Linguistics.
back out again, you need to close it and then fold back over.
I'll close it carefully because otherwise everything's just going to fall over. So.
That's fine. And then give me an acrobatics plus 20.
Nah, here's where I fucking fall on my
Hurt clang! Did she just knock herself out?
Nope. That's better than before. So I sort of vaulted behind the counter, rummaged through the drawers a little bit, and then just hands sprung over the counter.
And then lands next to you. Yeah.
So,
So you got Alice
Stop.
on your right, Lyria on your left, and she just pressed the
And here I
button.
am
You just
stuck in
stand
the
in
middle
there
with
with
you.
Yeah, and I was just gonna pretend nothing
Yeah, so
happened.
once I've closed the door and I sort of open up the elevator door, take the suit.
Okay, and you step into the elevator.
So I gotta follow just as nonchalantly as I can possibly think right now. It's like, yep, this is going
Okay,
on.
and then you press 4-6.
Yep.
Okay, so what you hear is this horrific scraping
I
noise.
take it you've come back to the elevator as well. I take it you've come back to the elevator to get in as well.
Yeah, you're all in.
Yeah, so you're scraping as you're going up. It's just like the
Don't
noise.
I have to crank it, or is it only down?
No, so the elevator goes up on its own, and then the crank is basically to make you go on the right bit, and the crank is for the down to help the motor.
Ah.
So yeah.
So it doesn't just every time.
Yeah.
now,
So, yeah.
now everyone keep your fucking eyes peeled.
So the three of you in the room. So the noises all stopped.
Okay, I'm going out to the corridor.
Okay.
Okay, so if he's going out, I'm going to go to the window.
Mhm.
I'm going to open it slightly.
Can't open the window.
You can't.
Can't look out the window either. So the window is it's like that weird plastic stuff that's all scraped and misted. Like, you know, the-
It lets light in, but you can't see through it.
and then it's got iron bars in front of it. You can't see out the window, so you can tell if it's dark or light outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately we had the same problem when we were checking our rooms. It's like, window doesn't open. Fuck it!
Okay, then I'm going to take one of the bed sheets that none of us are ever going to be using to sleep with and put it over the window.
Okay.
Because just because we can't see out doesn't mean they can't see in.
Okay, so you put the bed sheet over the bars.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hook it over the bars.
Perfect. Back. You step out into the corridor. Give me an awareness check plus 20.
Come on!
So you come out, and now this time you're a bit more on alert. You notice that from where, just past it, so we explained before, it's like a big square, this thing, and then you've got the elevator and then the weird big space in the middle. From the corner of the elevator from around the corridor, there is a blood trail on the ground, but it's like dots all the way along the carpet. The carpet's quite dark already, so it's only now where you're standing there and the light's reflecting it, you see the blood trail. The blood trail goes past where you are and into the room next door where the noises were coming from, which have now suddenly stopped. From where you are, you can hear the sound of the lift coming up because it's incredibly loud. I mean, it's not subtle, is it? So
No.
It's so subtle in a really loud way.
It's so subtle in a chest of face kind of way.
what are you doing?
Go towards the door.
Yeah.
Put my ear against it.
Okay.
Can we low down below the peephole?
Yeah. You can't hear anything.
So that's when I started blasting.
Beep boop.
And that's when I died.
That was the first time that I died.
I mean, you know, I'm with you on this one. If I was there, I'd totally want to break down the door. But
We don't want to blow a cover.
no, I know.
I'm going to head back to the room.
Okay. You head back into the room.
Once he comes back in, I'm going to go back to the door, back on my point, so I can see if they walk past.
Okay. No problem. Okay. So from where the intercom is, there is a gentle hum. This machine is well cared for from where it is. And it's almost like you get a flash of instinct and you can see as the light comes on because you hear it first. It's almost like you hear like the machine spirit coming together and then you see the light go on. The two of you, because he's already pointed it out, I'm not going to make you roll. The light from the intercom comes on in the room that you're in.
Can I keep my score from earlier to...
It's fine. It's one of those ones that none of you are doing any action. That means I need you to roll anything at this point. So you just all buy the intercom. That's all. Okay, can the three of you roll me an awareness check? Plus 10. These three.
We can attempt.
So minus 10.
It's your point again.
Oh yes, actually.
All I see is lift. Lift everywhere.
1 degree.
2 degrees.
Okay, so you go
Nine.
past
1, 2.
floor number 3. Okay. Did either of you see anything on floor 3 last time? Either of you?
Yes.
Two? You. Okay.
A body with lots of
group of them. Okay.
huddled.
So as you go past, because the lift is actually going
Feeding,
a lot
maybe?
faster than the first time you went through, you get basically like a glimpse as you go past. So what you can see is you see 6 of the bodies that were there, but there are like bits of them everywhere. Like, so you saw like an arm, like a blood trail extended. There's like no light, so you get like a flash of it as you go past, and you just got like body bits everywhere.
Someone's been playing Dead Space.
I'm sort of there with the thing as it's going past. Like, yes, tops of it.
And you're like, lift.
Yeah, lift. It's got a bit faster. Yeah. All is good.
I look around because, like, you know, I don't know
Ignorance
what
smell.
surveillance they've got, so I'm sort of looking around like.
You can give me an awareness check. Plus 20. No one has done one to the left, so.
Nice.
Wow.
3 degrees of success.
Okay, there are no cameras in this lift. You're also looking around. You don't think there's much up-to-date technology in here by the way that it looks. That doesn't mean 100% there's no listening devices, but you don't think there's anything in here that you can see.
If there is listening devices, all they're going to hear is.
They're going to be pretty useful.
Yeah.
The day when this lift suddenly doesn't make noise, then we should be worried. Quick, check it! Hang on.
Danger. Danger. Le nuclear bomber.
Oh, thank you. Is that, yeah, so is it actually danger?
No, I was just saying that.
There
because
actually
it's funny.
isn't one for danger, frustratingly.
Oh god, there isn't.
Hang on.
The closest thing we
I've-
have
I've-
is suspect.
No, I've got one, right? A new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
That's the secret
That's danger.
that's the secret signal.
But yeah, so the closest thing we have is suspect.
Suspect, yeah. It's like,
So I put.
You can ask what the signs mean if you're not sure.
something about vision and hearing.
Again, I don't think they're on here.
Guessing
This is
no-
me
no
making
cameras, but
obvious.
nothing.
Yeah, there's
No cameras.
No
Watching
cameras.
new.
Yeah.
But she's not
Sound.
sure.
Oh,
if
not
there's
sure.
listening
Right, yeah.
devices. Okay.
yeah. So
Level 3 suspect.
Sorry. Okay.
Fuck you.
Well, no, that's message received.
I know.
Wait. Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know how this thing worked.
Yeah, sorry. Message
we can't
received.
speak,
Fuck
so it's
off.
Right. So as we're going up the lift, I reached to my holster and turned the safety off my last pistol.
Yeah, fair.
And
I'll
get
take
it
the
later and shoot yourself in the foot.
Should I take the safety off my knife? I have in my waistband.
Okay. So, the three of you get upstairs. For you guys, because you're listening by the door, you hear the scrape of the elevator and the sound stop. You have the same problem. So, you got the top third of the elevator is on the floor, and then you are on the bottom 2/3. So, you can either use a strength check to fill it up.
Why am I not surprised my hands on the bottom?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Crank it, bitch.
I'm gonna see if I can crank it up a bit.
Yeah, go on then.
Yay, crank it. Any opponent bonuses? On strength?
It's
It's a -10. There's your bonus.
it's a flat strength at the moment.
I've got athletics, so do I get bonuses because of that?
Yes, go on then. Plus 10.
Yay!
Go on then. Just for
Yes!
No.
I passed by an entire degree.
Okay, so
In
Carl
fact,
takes
that is
it
2 actually,
and then
technically.
manages to get the elevator completely
Yes,
level.
There we are.
Okay. I'll
There we are.
I'll open the thing and conveniently forget to close it.
Okay, can I have an awareness check? Plus 20. Really?
Flat.
Yeah.
No.
Can I have your attention, please?
Yes! That's actually technically 3 degrees of success.
What? No, so
Bloody
you
hell.
guys get to see the suspect. You only get to see the only thing that's up there. Okay, let's go. So as you step out from where you are in the corner, there is a trail of blood leading right down toward where the rooms are. You can see that the room that you left Harris in is slightly ajar, just slightly. Okay, so you can see the trail of blood and the door slightly ajar.
Yeah, you're probably going to be the closest one to me. So that way I'm going to tap you in the shoulder. Point down.
Try again. So
Reroll.
the last thing you heard from these guys was Harris saying that there was a suspect there.
Is it?
Those who said they would go up, and then no one has said anything since.
Are there any more bonuses this time? Because he's
Plus
pointing it out.
30.
quiet.
That's true.
Plus 10.
That's fair.
And plus it's blood, you're more likely to know blood.
Well, the 10's dice is a 30, so that's a good start. That's cocked. How the fuck do I cock these?
39.
That is a degree.
Adrian, you can see the blood trail on the floor, but you can't see the open door.
That's fine.
So once, yeah, so once
try
I,
again.
once,
Because you
Cool.
can
So
point it.
at that point, I'll do that, and then I'll tap you to point as well.
and then I'll let you do that because I was waiting to point that out first.
Wanganum.
Oh!
Wanganum.
Okay, so obviously
Fall
for you
into it.
guys,
Another
because of the way the
num-num.
blood trail was, you don't know which way the trail has
Oh.
gone currently. So you don't know if it's going from the room or to the room.
What bonuses did we get?
Can we just give up tonight and come back when our luck's better?
No, my luck's fine. Shut up.
In that case, 2 degrees.
I think I'll use all my luck earlier today.
Wait a minute. Is there? Wait a minute. What's the action for it? No. Okay. Once you do that, then I'm gonna go. What's it? Is it? Is it that?
Which one? 20, door.
Or is it that?
The door is literally.
Ah. No. Yeah. So there we go. Door.
Okay, I immediately take point and walk ahead of him towards the door.
You see the blood trail on the floor. But like I said to these two,
With my flask.
You don't know. You don't know which way the blood trail's going. So you don't know if it's going from the room or to the room because it's blood trail.
Right.
Can we look?
So we've got our Vox connected to our microphones, aren't we?
Yes.
Right. Does it have a setting like most military microphones do, where you can give static to people to keep silent?
No, because at the moment you have your low level ones on. Because I said before, you can graph the microbead onto the boxes, but it hasn't been done yet.
That's fine.
You can tap. You can tap the receiver on it, and they'll hear the tapping.
Yeah.
These are low level box casts.
If you tap,
but when you press to talk, you can just press it without talking, and it releases some static.
You can try.
Yeah, like the work ones.
Yeah, because I'll flip it a couple of times to see if they get a response from these guys.
Okay, so you suddenly hear like.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. Have you ever used boxes before as your character?
Oh, me? No. Good luck with that.
Sorry.
No, I didn't think of that yet.
Okay,
Fair enough. I'm like.
If you transmit 3, I return with 4.
You got techies?
I return with 1.
I think maybe.
No.
I don't
So
use
basically,
box. I've
yes,
never
you
had
have-
before, so
So what you can hear is something static on over the boxes.
I don't have tech use either. So I'm like,
Yeah, this shit is broken.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
The three of you, are you trying to stealth forward?
Let's go with. I'm attempting to move efficiently and quietly. So yes, I'll attempt stealth.
Okay, you can have a stealth. This is a flat corridor plus 13.
So
Equally.
plus 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
2 degrees of success.
That's my 4 degrees.
So 4, 3, no. Okay.
Fail by 3.
Okay, so do you guys want to make an awareness to hear them coming? It's a pose test.
You hear one set of footsteps.
It's
Nope.
I'm
you
totally
made noise
moving.
plus 20.
Yeah, I'm totally moving too quickly to be quiet. So I'm like moving efficiently, but not quietly.
So with a plus 20, no.
You can hear the sound of 2 people coming because it's the same test. Yeah.
we got the same, so
cancel each other out. Yeah, so you
yeah,
see
so
you
I still hear the 3 of them.
yeah, so you hear 3 people coming. Blah, 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 blah.
So I've got my las pistol drawn.
Yeah.
With the light pointing down so it doesn't glow off too much in the hallway.
Yeah. You can't hear anybody.
Um,
Beep boop.
I reach for my knife out of my waistband.
So the light is still on currently, by the way. In the intercom. For these
That's
3.
why I'm being quiet.
The light's
still.
on. Yeah. Okay.
okay, so when I get to the door, I'm gonna have a look at the door.
Hang on. So before you get to the door,
Oh, okay.
because the door is ajar, so I can see when people get to before the doorway.
Yes.
I'm gonna have my gun unclipped so it's ready to go.
Yeah.
The second I see it's them, I'm just gonna open the door.
Yeah, because I literally get to the door, immediately do it
you
once
see the door, and suddenly the door opens, and there is Harris.
Can I do an awareness to hear the door being opened?
Yeah. Yeah.
I immediately hold up the flask
It's like
for you.
tense, flask!
Yeah. So I pass you.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go over to the duffel bag.
I don't even
As
hear
you
the
guys
door
walk
being
up, I'm
opened
like-
in the same fucking room.
Okay, so you guys walk in, she says being quiet to you. You come in, you literally then suddenly have like car path next to you, and you notice that the other guys are in the room.
As I'm going to put the door back to where it was.
The light blinks out.
I'm going to still be quiet because I've still got the door open.
Yeah, cool.
Good idea.
In the terms that you two would use, somebody got ganked next door.
That explains the blood.
So as she's doing that, I've already opened the duffel bag and I've already got my shotgun. Like,
Some circumstances are common in an establishment, in a DOS house like this. Make sure you get involved.
can you use those listening devices so that people
compromise on
just
yourself.
security, you get a plus 40 because you already hacked this earlier today.
Oh, fuck.
Fate. That's the time to fate.
Nom 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 it.
You finally get one from
Yeah, no, it's just like, security. My data state
There
is
we
exploded.
go.
Nice.
Okay, so my security plus 10 plus 40.
That's how I am sustained. Your fate points.
Your tears of unfathomable sadness.
Yum. It tastes like your failure.
I suppose we've got
7 degrees of success.
need a player's tears mug.
Fate
I will
will
have to
use.
get one this time. That'll be my next one. I've got, because I'm the DM, that's why, but I will get players' tin mugs for next time. Yeah, at some point. Okay, so you plug it in, and suddenly you're like, so they can hear nothing. So even if the light blinks on, they've got like a loop noise that you've recorded, you'll be fine.
I'm also going to set up so that it records anything it hears from the other intercoms if they're activated.
That's fine. So later on you get like some audio files.
Yeah, and I'm presuming it's literally only the intercom system. This is what I did too.
Yes.
I guess. Damn. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire Hive world.
So it takes you, basically you plug it in and you just go, and then you look at Alex and go, done.
Are we checking the other room?
I think they're still in there.
Which is why, if we're going to check, now's the time.
I'll come with you, but I still think it would be better to keep low profile for now.
Or
If anyone should go, it should be you two.
We shouldn't act too.
We've already established that you two are dodgy bastards. You walking around looking in other rooms is dodgy. It's fitting for your character profile.
I'm more than happy that your character is whispering, but you can't talk at a normal volume.
Okay.
So I
Thank
can
you.
hear
It's called roleplay.
I'll say that again.
Roleplay experience.
I'll
I know
say that
you're
again.
whispering.
I can't remember. If anybody should go, it should be you two, because we've established that your characters are going to be dodgy, so it's fitting for your character profile for you to be snooping. You'd be the best one to go.
Aside from anything, we're
Well,
part of a
maybe then.
mercenarial group, so checking out stuff that's weird going on around our room is probably about on point for all of us. So.
Instead of
Makes
snooping,
sense.
maybe it's better if we just confront it a bit more directly. Right, I'm going to
bash
get.
the door in.
No, not quite. Okay, I'm going to get my shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I throw
Carefully,
you
careful.
yours
Carefully.
and
wrap
your
the
armor and
slides.
over stuff.
Yeah.
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 I'm going
Right.
to gear up and back up properly, but I'm going to stay in the room.
Okay, right.
I'm
no,
legitimately
okay,
gearing
right.
up as well.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Right back. I'm going to knock on the door. We'll demand to know who they are. Tell them we were told this. We'd be the only people on this floor. They ask who we are. We say we're part of. What's it called? There's something.
The Cognomen.
Yeah.
Cold blast. Essay.
Co-blast say.
One. I was trying to words there.
If you guys go in the room, there's any trouble, bang twice on the wall solidly, and we'll come in. So with my shotgun, excuse me, I'm going to essentially rack up on the inside of our door, so that if they bang on the wall, I can go straight around.
Okay.
Where I'm stood.
Shotgun's going to be at my side.
Effectively.
Actually, no, shotgun's going to be in this hand, and I'm going to go. Actually, no. Shotgun held in my right hand, and I go to one side of the door.
Give him about half
Shotgun
an
in my
hour
right
and
hand.
pass it
When I
over.
go to the door, I want my arm to be obscure, to be that side of the door frame, so they can't see my shotgun. And then when he's behind me, I'm going to hammer on the door. Ba 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 ba.
FBI, open up!
But yeah, no, I'm stacked up behind, ready. Yeah, well, not aiming the gun, but I'm ready to go as soon as something kicks off.
Okay. Can you hang on just 1 second before you
The cold
do that,
blaze.
please?
So, yeah, so you're stacked up
Cold
that side.
blast,
Yeah.
I say.
The cold blade.
Co-blast assay, because it's the
Assay.
co-blast assay cognomen that we've got.
Okay, yeah.
Ready.
Oh, bless us, I'll heal my throat.
It's like, go away, we're busy.
Shut up! Oh.
Okay.
In fact, while he's hammering the fuck out the way at the door, I make sure my shotgun is proper cocked and ready. Because, that'll mask the noise somewhat.
Upload tactic now.
As long as you're cocking your shotgun and not the dice.
That does answer my question. Okay,
Cocked
lovely.
twice tonight.
So, you go bam, bam, bam. As you're there, you're like almost shaking the door on the frame, and you can see, just by observation, that the door is not locked. Because the way it's shaking on the door frame, there is no answer in the room. Give me an awareness check plus 40, you can listen.
So plus 20.
No!
Hang on. This
Plus
was
14.
Oh yeah. Well, plus
plus
20.
40. No.
It's plus 20 because I get minus 20 because I get an awareness. So no.
Okay, you hear nothing.
Still,
at all.
still off by a degree. Yeah, I was like,
Okay. Hey, keep it down! I'm going to say, keep it down in here! Right, keep it down there, I'm trying to sleep!
Okay, give me another awareness check plus 40.
come on.
Come on!
No! Fuck
Yes!
it. How can I roll 2 98s in a row?
Oh, fuck it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Luck, man.
a degree, 2 degrees. It's exactly 10. 10 plus. So is that 2 degrees?
Well, you get an automatic degree for passing,
I mean,
and then
like,
you
the
get
chances
another
are,
degree
like,
for every 10.
one in
Oh,
a
so
million.
2 degrees.
Okay.
Wait, no, they're not.
So you can hear the sound of a rattly, ragged breathing.
Yeah, so I'm going to whisper as I hear breathing.
Right. I'm going to do nudge door open. Door open,
Yeah.
and then go to the side of the door.
So open and retreat, so that when it opens,
So
if
yeah.
something
So
comes
if you
out
go on
your-
the left hand side, then I'll go on the right.
Okay, the door, so from where you are, you've heard all the bang and then you've heard the door bang open,
It's
right?
fine. They haven't banged on the wall yet, but
No,
I'm
that's
listening
fine.
to what's going
And
on.
you go stand on either side, and all you can hear it from the room is again. So this is a plus 50 awareness. You say this one because the door is wide open now.
Alright!
Yes.
Yes.
1 degree of success this time.
90, so that'll be 4 degrees of success.
So it's a rattly, laboured, ragged death rattle. You know that.
Right. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna nod.
Right. I'll go burst in and look towards the
Yeah.
right of the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
To
will
make
take
sure
the
it's
left.
clear.
Okay, the two of you burst into the room. Please give me a willpower test. This is a fear test.
Oh, fear.
Oh!
Is it a mundane fear?
It is a mundane fear. Do you have jaded?
Fuck's given.
Do you have jaded?
I have jaded.
No, I'm spending a fate point and re-rolling that.
Num num num.
I've had my soul raped by a demon. Yeah.
Fuck's sake! Nope.
How many degrees have you failed by?
2 degrees.
A bit of person
It's
here.
slightly better than last time.
A bit of body
I'm
there.
a butterfly's person.
Oh god, not another dismemberment
So-
phobia.
If the
Angel
character...
Ooh.
Hang on, sorry.
I don't want to look like an ass going.
It's just been a while since I've done this. Hang on a second. If the character fails a fear test, he must roll on the shock table. Shock
Let's see
table.
what happens.
Fate.
Hang on.
Static shock.
Adding plus 10 to the
That's
result
terrible.
for each degree of failure after the first. So you have to roll on there and then add 10. So how many degrees you fail by?
2.
You add 20. So the effects listed are immediately applied to the character at the GM's discretion, depending on the situation and the cause of the fear. She may also assign a sanity points to characters who fail a fear test.
Oh, am I going to be the
fuck,
first
I
person to
forgot
gain
that
sanity points?
If the character fails
Yes,
a test in an
Atlas, you
unconscious
are.
situation, blah blah blah. So
I've already got
I'm
mental
doing
disorder.
this.
I start with one.
So, remember,
Rolling
whenever a
table.
character fails a fear test by 3 or more degrees of failure, you also gain 1d5 insanity points.
Fuck.
So you
hell,
didn't
was
do
close.
that. You're fine.
It's fine. There's
Roll
no.
the dice.
Possibly
Roll
no
on the
insanity.
table.
Well, okay, so roll
Add
me.
20.
Plus, yeah, plus
roll
20.
by 20. 77.
So
Oh, for
97.
fuck's sake.
Okay.
I open a hole in the void and ripped in and go.
Okay, so panic grips the character.
No.
He must flee the source of his fear.
No.
If able, shush, as fast as he can, and if prevented from doing so, can only take half actions, and it is a minus 20 penalty to all tests.
Oh, God.
Once away from the danger, he must successfully snap out of it. page 86. So, snapping out of it. So, it means that you have to make another willpower test on your next turn to try and snap out of the fear. And if you fail, the effects continue, and then we have to keep trying to snap you out of it at every following time. Because this is something that you've not been exposed to before. You automatically gain 1 insanity point. It's a mundane horror for you. You've seen worse.
I've seen things.
Welcome
I've
to
seen
the
them
first
with my
insanity
eyes.
point of
1
session.
insanity
Of
point.
course, Merlan's got it.
Yep.
But otherwise, I flee
Jump
down.
up.
I flee
Just
down
wait,
out of the room,
I
down
don't
the
start
corridor.
with insanity points, but I start with
No,
a
something's going to
malignancy.
happen before that happens.
Oh,
But
So you flee and you start going down the corridor, but I've still got the door cracked, so I'm
Hang
going
on.
to see that.
You'll see. You'll see. The 2 of you burst into the room. Before you run away or anything happens, I'm just going to explain what Andronich sees. So Andronich,
Let me paint you a picture,
you
son.
you bash into the room. The 2 of you survey the room, and what you can see is almost like multiple like what immediately looks like mutants. So it looks like creatures that have got like extra eyes, an extra limb, a hunch, sort of minor to moderate mutations. And it looks like either, from just quickly surveying it, that someone has either massacred them or they have killed each other by trying to cut off the mutations. That's where you can see the immediate damage.
oh, that is
But
pretty fucking horrific.
So from what you can see like a hunchback, and you can see like the whole back sack has been ripped off and there's pus all over the ground. Someone that has like extra toes, there's toes all on the ground. People with extra eyes has been gouged out. That's the scene that is in front of you. And for you, it's about 9 bodies, but it's fucking horrific, and you're like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to say
I
that,
wonder-
combination with the smell that's going to be in there as
The
well.
smell,
Yeah,
the
everything is
sight,
just,
just
I've
the-
just kind of gone,
it-
nope.
Fuck that. It's just fucking.
are any of them alive?
So what we're going to do, because this is going to be like a shock moment, before I go any more, I would like everyone to roll initiative, so we can go into an initiative order of stuff that happens.
Nothing.
So you roll
I
a
wonder-
d10 plus your agility modifier.
If this is a prediction of what your fear is going to be in the future, maybe, just maybe, you'll get dismemberment again.
6.
Well, 7.
How do?
So it's a d10 plus your agility modifier.
10.
5.
Okay, so 12. So we have got. Let's do this as Xerxes.
Yeah, what's more will?
Okay,
So it can be
11.
Instrument of his will.
10. 10 for Harris. 9. 8.
5.
7.
Oh,
7.
you got 5 as well. Damn.
So I
6.
hesitate at the horror. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I do initiative the same way as I count down. 5.
Yeah,
So what's your agility score?
39.
Yours is 34.
Yes, 34.
Okay, so that means that we've got Carpath and then Andronich.
Yeah, that's right. Pound man,
Space.
£1.
Really?
I love them.
Yeah.
We eat them all the time. Okay, so Xerxes, you get the first reaction. So what you have heard, I will describe it to you. So you've heard bang, and then you hear a, and then would you just be like, I don't imagine him screaming. I just imagine him going fuck that and running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what-
basically fuck that and then woof, down the corridor.
Okay, so you start hearing running.
Based on the fact that I kind of know him, with him going fuck that, do I get the idea that he's probably about to run?
I would say you hear distress. Obviously, he's not got a chance to run or anything yet.
Yeah.
You've heard distress and very loud fuck that has come from Carpath.
I raise my gun,
Okay?
And I pull out my gun.
and I pull out my gun, and I peek through our door.
You can't
You
through
can't
the door.
because there are
Harris is
two-
standing there, and so is Alice. So
They're
Alice,
both stacked up on the door.
Well,
So-
too many people in the way, my path is blocked back to the day. It's like,
okay, so you're gonna look at the face. There is an audio file currently being logged on there. But you need to wait for that. Either you can interrupt it, but you'll miss the first half, or you can wait for it to stop and then another audio file to listen to the previous one.
there's not much more ahead, so I can wait for a fucking progress bar to disappear.
Okay, so what are you doing? You're gonna wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Harris.
I'm going to pull open the door.
Yeah. So it stands. There's no. It says free action to open the door.
And
You're going to hear.
Okay.
Stop.
Do you step out into the corridor?
Nope,
Or are you gonna
nope,
look out
nope,
the corridor?
nope.
I'm just gonna
Nope.
look at first.
Okay, so a reaction sheet. Where did I put it? I wrote it and put it somewhere in here. Here it is. Spoiler it. Right.
Oh, come on.
Nope, that's your judgment's not what I want. That's what I want.
A pound for a bag of snacks.
I'm about to buy some of these.
Okay. So, I wrote cheat sheets last time, but I need to update them because I wrote them wrong. Okay. I'll give you one in mood. So you basically have like what you've done is a free action is to step out.
I'm not stepping out. I'm just
Open the door.
Yeah.
So you look and you can see what looks like Karpaf is basically like about to run. It's like a split-second decision. He's going to be running past your door.
Okay. So
he looks terrified.
what I'm going to be doing is grabbing him and pulling him in as he goes past.
It'll be a grapple check.
Okay, how do I do that?
Weapon skill.
So it is rolling weapon skill. Grapple page 197. I have had to turn because I have to book on this one. Excellent work there, Lucy.
So I'd imagine it's a weapon skill check.
Yeah, it's weapon skill, yes, but what happens? How do? I don't grapple.
It's weapon skill opposed weapon skill.
Do you even grapple, brah?
Are you going to be Copus Mentis enough to try and, weapon
He still
skill
gets to do
against
everything,
me?
but he gets a -20.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're fleeing your fear.
But yeah, because obviously I'm actively, going to be wanting to get away, so...
Good.
So yeah, I'd imagine I'd still
2,
resist
2,
in some form. So it says 197 and it's 221.
Yeah, well, remember this is
So declare a grapple as a full action. Well, say see page 228 starting grapples.
Say, can we just go back and forth a second?
Stupid.
So instead of inflicting damage with an armed attack, attempt to grapple. Attempting to grapple is a melee attack that uses either a charge or a standard attack action. Attacker makes a weapon skill test as normal. Target of the grapple may use a reaction if able to avoid the attack. If successful, attacker and if successful.
So basically, you can try and
target start to
grapple him. He can still try and dodge you.
Okay.
Yeah, so he still gets his reaction.
Yeah,
as
you dodge
I
for
can
-20
try.
because you're afraid.
Cool.
I can try.
So 19.
So a second.
I'd pass by 2 degrees.
2 degrees.
I fail by 7.
So
Are you spending your hit point or are you going to go?
No, leave it at that.
as you start going past, I grab you and pull you in the room.
So currently you are still holding onto him in a grapple. Okay?
Hand over mouth.
Okay. So you are grappled currently.
Yeah, so I'll imagine like quick breathing, panic eyes.
Just very quickly,
You
only
know.
2 characters can engage in the same grapple, but other characters can lend assistance to other people grappling. So for example, Alice can help you grapple him.
So if he starts trying to break out, you can help me contain.
Motherfuckers.
Also with yeah, no. But
So grapple,
you're
so-
away from the source of your fate.
So there are a couple things you can do to grapple. There is a damage opponent, throw down opponent, or
No.
push opponent.
Nope, I'm just going to keep hold of him. And we're going to
Yeah,
snap
it's
him out of
theoretically,
it.
by the time it gets to my turn, I can roll the willpower to snap out, basically.
Because I'm basically holding on to you, and I'm going to be like,
Yeah, no, it's like, shh.
with my hand covering your mouth, I'm just going to start slapping your face.
Yeah, because I imagine even without worrying about rolling too much, I can see the panicked look in his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, standing up. Yeah.
I'm basically holding it and doing this. Try and calm him down.
Stroke his face.
Yeah, bitch.
No, I need to keep his mouth covered so he doesn't scream like a little bit.
So,
And then stroke his face, just
so you
right.
can't really do much else because it's
No.
a full round action.
Yeah, no, that's
Grapple.
fair.
Lyri.
Alright, I'm going to take out my stand baton.
Yeah.
Go to the other room.
And what, sorry?
Go to the other room.
Okay, so you have got Heresy grappling Karpaf in the way and Alice. You need to ask them to basically let you get past because they're both in the door frame.
Yeah, so
So you can tap Alice to get past,
Excuse
but
me,
she'd
please.
have to let you past. And it's a bit difficult to go past a grapple.
I can't let you pass because it was a full turn. an action to grab him.
If
I ain't going to be able to turn him either.
If it's
Acrobatics
effectively
to squeeze between them.
If it's effectively him needing to get past and us just allowing him to pass us,
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop him.
Okay.
So I will effectively let her pass.
Yeah, so Alice will let you pass. You step out into the corridor.
Let me in. Let me in.
Okay. What are you going through the room? Roll me a willpower test, please.
I'm just
Wait, no, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that's probably going to fail this.
No, this is when she fails and starts running down the corridor. I'm like, I've only got 2 hands.
no.
I've only got 1.
Oh no.
See?
Oh,
See?
hey, maybe I was wrong.
Okay, how many degrees you failed by?
6.
Oh!
Have you got any fate points?
No.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is-
roll again, add 60.
If you fail by
Leave
3
some of
degrees
those
or
for other
more,
people as
you
well,
are
though.
automatically gaining
Huh?
insanity
Leave some of those
points.
for other people as well. Like.
Yeah.
I think one at a time.
Oh yeah, so sorry, dude. Because you failed by 3 degrees or more, you will automatically be gaining insanity
It's
points.
D5, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you will also gain 1 d5, but we'll see what happens to you.
So
first.
1 plus 1d5. Oh, shit.
Yes.
So, well,
Mostly
roll
just so that
plus
everyone
60.
gets a few of everything.
Yes, please.
Oh.
142.
Fucking hell.
Hole in the void?
It's not.
I know it's not, but you know.
What we got?
Okay. Oh wait. Okay. So, the character crumples to the ground for 1d5 plus 1 rounds. Okay, well, I will roll that as the shit. So 6 rounds
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and begins sobbing, babbling, and tearing at her own flesh,
Oh, fuck's sake.
and can do nothing else.
Uh,
Even after she returns to her senses, she is a complete mess and suffers a -20 penalty to all tests until the end of this encounter. You will also be gaining, it's not too bad, 2 insanity points.
Plus 1d5 as well.
Yes.
Going to roll that. Plus 1d5 as well.
She
I
did
did.
do that.
I
Yeah.
did. I rolled you 1d5, you got 1 plus 1 is 2. I rolled 3
You're lucky.
So,
You got off lucky
I
punch.
don't feel so bad now. Well, in character, I definitely don't feel good.
Oh, come on, it can't be that bad.
so you have seen like the horrors of what people can do to each other, or
Fucking
so you
disappointment.
thought, until you looked into this room and you could just see how these abominable creatures, because you've not really seen mutants that much, and the conditions that they're all in, and you're like, fuck that. But I mean, you're just crying, babbling.
Yeah, no, it's just like my sanity is now gone.
So I'm just going to sort of huddle in a corner, put my hood up and cry for a while.
Because this is
ripping her flesh off.
because this is a level 1
Not really
fear,
off,
which is a flat fear, so that's.
So to be fair, there isn't really much flesh to get at. I am wearing carapace armour.
Okay, Alice. So you've heard him go fuck that and run. Harris grabbed car path. Louis gone around the corner, and now you can hear crying.
I immediately slap him.
So you have a chance to snap out of it. So that means it's a flat willpower test.
I'm obviously not doing it for damage. It's literally just a sharp like.
No, that's fine.
Shock to the
Hang on,
system.
before you're on.
Oh, damn it, I rolled.
Okay, that's fine. So makes a willpower test. Yeah, flat willpower test.
No.
I'm going to take
2 degrees of failure.
Okay, if he fails, the effect continues, and the character can try and step out of it again on the following turn. So you have to wait till the next round now because she's trying to snap you out.
Oh.
Oh, hang on, that's my page. Thank you very much. Twiglets. I was gonna have a weird combination of food going on in my DMing tray.
Yeah, because I take it if it was still, still within, the sight of the horror, then it
You're
would
still
have had
too
the
close.
-20.
You're only like 1 door through it, so like fuck this. Obviously, willpower is still flat, so because it says here it's the same score, so everything
Well-
else is a -20.
Yeah.
So where is she at the moment?
She's like right in front of the other door, so like diagonal to you, like right in front of it, crumpled in the ground in the doorway,
Okay.
like in the hallway.
So after slapping him, I then step out of the room
Yeah,
to where she is.
yeah,
At which point, because it probably counts as an attack because I've actively slapped.
yeah.
Moving to where she is will be the rest of my turn,
Mhm.
effectively. But I will be in the doorway.
Which means you'd be looking in the room, right? Can you give me a willpower test?
Yeah, there's no way you could not look, because,
No,
with
because
you
you are.
being you, it'd just be like, shit. Yeah, don't look.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Nice.
2 degrees of success. Oh no, 3 because
Automatically get one.
automatically 1. 3 degrees of success.
So, stepping in, confronted by a frightful event, you make your willpower test, you look at it and you steel yourself to the horrors of the universe.
Oh, no wonder.
Okay? And then you're there to help out. Are you going to stop there?
Yeah, because I can't do anything right.
As you.
Okay, so Carpath, you have a chance that you can try and break out of the grapple.
Doctor!
Oh. At a minus 20, I'm assuming.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm still willing to get away.
I can still do
It's
an
gonna leave a
opposite
scar.
opposed to keep hold of it, mate.
Yeah, because effectively he's trying to break the grapple. Or reverse it or something.
Holy shit!
What?
I rolled a 3.
What?
So that's technically 2 degrees of success for me.
So
What?
break free. The grapple target can attempt to break free of the grapple by making an opposed strength test
Oh.
by the
Opposed
controller
strength.
of the grapple. This test can benefit from assistance if the active character wins, he breaks free and may perform any half action.
So still 2 degrees of success.
But because you can only perform half actions on your turn at the
Cry a
moment,
lot.
by breaking the grapple, you can't do anything else because you can only perform half actions on your turn.
Oh.
I don't have, so he gets out.
It depends, you can spend a fate point if you wish to.
But either way, I won't be getting very far because,
So
yeah.
you break and you get half action.
No, he doesn't, because he
What?
only gets half actions at the moment when he's trying to flee the source of his fear.
Do you break?
So he's just used
Yes,
his
I've
half
broken,
action to
and
break.
I'm basically, I'm like.
Okay, that's fine. Because you can try and get
He's
him.
still trying animal.
As
Yes,
I close the door and stand in front of it.
Just get a cage, try and lead me into a cage or something.
So, yeah, obviously you just wait till your turn, obviously. So for him, he's breaking free. He's in the doorway. Okay, Andronix. So for you, you've seen this horror. Carpath ran. Lyri's broken down crying. Alice has looked into the horrors of the room and gone, no wonder. Because that's what you said, yeah? Right? And you just got this thing, so you can further investigate the scene as to how this happened, why this happened, where these attackers gone, if there are these
Is there
attackers.
another way? Is there another way in or out of this room?
Give me an awareness check, plus 20.
Ooh, so it'll be 42. Oh no, 2 off.
So there's too much blood and guts and gore. You're looking around the room, this looks like the only obvious door.
I don't want alive.
There was raspy breathing.
So you go forward, you know, basically squishing the blood and the guts into the floor as the carpet as you're going forward. There is one person still alive. This is one of the people who basically had like those like lumps on their forehead, you know, when they're like these huge bubble. Basically tried to carve, scalp themselves. There's blood all down here. He is lying on his back. He's got 2 of his fingers fused together. Raspy death, rattling, breathing, pale blood.
Well, in my next turn, I'll start questioning him because I'll probably have to go out of rounds to talk to him.
You can talk, but we have rounds for initiative. You have 10 words a round, and they refresh at the beginning of the round. Again, if it's like 11 words, you're not taking the piss. I'm fairly okay about words and rounds.
What happened here?
Purifying flesh.
Who were the other people?
Okay, 1 second. So, new round, new words.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's how how I roll with this game. Cersei's. Okay. So the audio file has finished. So you hear. What languages do you speak? Do you speak Hive cant?
Recorder.
No. Okay. So you hear like it's a bit like Cockney speaking.
In way.
So someone is saying something, and it
Geordie.
sounds it sounds like Low Gothic, but you're like, what the fuck are they saying?
Mangled low Gothic.
I can't understand him beyond his accent.
So you look around the room and realise that like nobody is in the room with you apart from Heresy, and then you've got Carpath like deers in a headlight,
Yeah, so he's here, I'm here, door's here.
and you're there. So you turn around like, I don't understand. Where has everybody gone?
You don't pay attention. 5 seconds. Yeah, no, I'm.
Pure fear.
Slap him.
like a mad animal, basically.
I've got some obscura you could shoot him up with.
By the way, right?
Dragon.
We've discussed this before that we could all go for a gentle approach to snap people out of it, but in our time, every time we play Warhammer, we slap people. Okay, roll a snap out of it.
No, gentle approach. Come on, willpower.
Logically speaking,
Yes,
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 again.
Logically sleeping, a slap to the face is a quick way of snapping you
So
out.
yeah, so
something.
technically that's 4 degrees of
So
success.
suddenly you're like, you're not in the room, you
Yes.
can't do it.
Yeah, because we haven't got
Still
time
like-
for a cup of tea and a nice sit down.
Yeah.
Would you shoot him?
Because calm down, the panic, the fear and everything is still running through through me, and the fact of what I saw,
The
I'm
adrenaline
gonna
in your face being bright up in a Christmas tree.
I'm gonna throw up.
Cool, that makes total
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So I basically got to look like I calm, I'm starting to calm down, and then.
Okay. What do you do, Xerxes? It's doing your turn.
Oh, gross.
Pathetic. What's wrong?
We're in initiative, it's quite.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the best way
throw
to
up and
describe
wait till
it.
your turn to say something. Then.
Yeah.
That's fine. Harris. So he's suddenly just gone throw up and then says something. What's wrong?
Oh, pathetic. What's wrong?
And I was
She's
like,
thrown up. She's thrown up on the floor over you.
gross. Yeah, that's why I said, gross.
Why?
I'm
Yeah.
getting away from the puke.
Okay, so the door is still open, so you can step out into the corridor
Yeah.
if you want to.
And then I'm going to close the door. I don't want to smell that.
Okay, so you step out, close the door. You've got Alice, sort of like 3/4 down. Lyria's on the floor on her knees, sobbing hysterically. The door to the other room is still open.
Why would I go there? It's making people freak the fuck out. Alice, bring her in here.
Was planning on it.
I can't, Vegeta. It's not my turn.
Right, so I've had ew gross. Alice, bring her in here. Mind the puke. Yeah. My last 3 words are mind the puke.
Tasty.
Okay, so
Those would be
you're
terrible
standing
words
there.
to end on.
Wait 1 second, sorry. That's fine. Obviously, you just don't, you know everything else.
I'm going to look around the hallway.
Okay, give me a awareness check, plus 17. Bum, 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 bum. Bum.
No. I fell by 2 degrees.
Alright. Anything else? No. Okay. Louis.
The flesh is weak.
Are you attacking yourself?
Why you hitting yourself?
How
Why you
can,
hitting yourself?
how can a person cover that square footage?
Let's go. 50 to 100 I do. 1 to 50. Well, 1 to 1 I don't.
Cool. So mate.
Yes, I hit myself.
No.
So are you hitting yourself or scratching yourself or
Why?
how are you mutilating yourself? Please describe it to the group.
Well, I'm not about to club myself with my own shock ball.
Aww.
No, you could just be hitting yourself with your hands or scratching yourself.
No.
Yeah, he's wearing carapace armour,
Pulling
so
your
it's
hand.
probably not going to do much.
Yeah, pull your hair out.
scratching
Yeah,
at my
yeah.
armour.
Yeah,
I'm just
because
scratching at my armour.
he's in
I'm talking to your
carapace armour,
fingers
he's
and roll.
covered.
What?
So he's attempting to scratch your fucking armour.
No, mittens!
You may rip your helmet off if you got like a mask or something. Yeah.
Or you start by pulling your fingernails and bloody fingernails and stuff.
Well, the hands have been covered as well.
Yeah, well-
So.
Yeah.
It
Full
could
armour.
be, maybe it feels too claustrophobic in your helmet, and you're like, no.
Well, that mean you were committing to this, like, go on, hurt
I
yourself.
mean, to be fair, all I have to do is just take my helmet off, turn it around, then I can't see.
Do it!
Do
Do that, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
No, because I wouldn't be that Cobra's mentis.
let me top my Christmas before they all go.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
We've still got half a bag.
They are good.
No,
They
they're
are-
on now.
That's already.
That's the last of it.
that is now empty. It was very quickly refilled.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even see you refill it.
yeah,
Exactly.
those are
Very
wicked good.
quickly.
Yeah, that's why I just put some more. Okay, right. Okay, Alice.
I am going to attempt to drag that into the room.
Okay, give me a strength check, please.
I will attempt that. No. I shall fail by a whole degree.
Now, because
You could
technically,
fake to put an extra degree on.
hang on, technically, Harris is not doing anything. She can assist you because you were just standing there and you didn't do anything else. If she assists, that would put you to a flat, which means between the two of you, you could carry her in
Can you
there.
give us a hand?
But it does mean that you are going to drag her through the puke.
Yeah.
Flat pass.
It's her, not us. But
So
yeah,
you open the door and you drag her through the puke.
Lovely.
that is effectively odd.
Okay, and then are you gonna like dump on the bed, dump on the floor?
Or she's covered in puke. We don't want her on the bed.
Everybody.
It wouldn't change the
dinosaur.
state of the bed anyway.
I mean, it's not my room, but
It's not
still.
your bed.
That's your room, so you can dump on the bed.
Dump on the bed.
Yeah, you're in bed. You puke. Sobbing. Love
It's mine in your room. She's on your bed. The one closest to the microphone.
Okay.
Your bed.
it. Car path.
Right.
So-
Would,
so you
would
have-
I recognise that they were mutants or just people?
If you give me an intelligence roll, just a flat intelligence roll,
Yeah.
to see if your brain is just computing.
No,
what the fuck
because
is going on.
being on the Imperial Navy, we probably would have encountered mutants before.
You might have had them working below deck, working
Yeah.
in the bottom decks.
Yeah.
Distinctly
Yeah.
probable.
But yeah, give me an int roll.
Okay.
Just see if your brain's computed it enough with what's happened.
Yeah, because your brain.
No.
Yeah, your brain
You're
might
right,
be
your
rebelling.
brain's just too much and everything. It's just too much.
Your brain may be rebelling
Yeah.
against the
So
horrors you've just witnessed.
Yeah. So
Your head is full of fuck.
so because I've just thrown up people, torn apart.
Don't want to know.
He did ask, so I'm just
I know.
responding.
And I'm responding to you responding. Don't want to know.
So you're like horrors things, and then you just seen Louis coming in a massive state through your puke and turn onto a bed while you're talking to Hersey. He's like, okay.
Yeah, because as I'm dragging her in, I'm saying, don't want to know, as I hear you talking.
And as I'm helping get the bed, it's like, I've got it. Give me a minute.
The horror. The unexplainable horror.
No.
You just sit
Right,
down.
yeah, I'm
and
just gonna sit down.
I'm going to grab the flask, eat something.
No thanks.
Replenish the nutrients you just lost by
You can't
throwing
use that
them.
many words. I'm really, really sorry. So go for eat this. And then you don't have any words, sorry. Okay, Andrew. So last thing he said was pure flesh. What did you say?
I said, who else was here?
He was here.
Who was he? Medic!
Thank goodness that you
Can
that
you
you
eat so many
passed.
places at once?
I can medic a bit.
The cleanser.
Right, I'm going to see if I can stabilise them. Probably won't be able to. No.
Okay, how many degrees have you failed by?
I failed by...
Don't worry, I'm here to help. Snap.
No, 2 degrees.
Okay, so when you fail OK rolls, you do inflict damage upon a person.
Oh, okay.
So do you have any fate points left?
I
Before
do.
I explain what happens.
I will extend a fate point.
Immediately medicate him with the business end of a
yeah.
shotgun.
I healed you to death.
I made the pain go away.
Damn it,
Okay.
yeah, failed by 2 again.
So what you do is you basically try and staunch the bleeding, and now he's silent, and the breathing is even shallower.
And I whistle. Do not seek the release of death. The Emperor gathers not to him the selfish dead. You do not have to atone. You do not have to atone through death. There are other ways you can atone for your sins. I carry the stigmatas. You may carry the stigmata of the flesh. I carry the stigmata of the soul.
So basically, what's going to happen is when you're coming in to medicate, you're still going to be talking the prayer at him, whispering in his ear.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll let you carry that on for your next go. So Xerxes.
Yep.
Right. So now there is room to go out the door if you want to go out the door.
Right.
You've got car path collapsed to the where you are facing the door, your left, his right against the door. Leary is on the bed. You are kneeling down next to him, but there is room which he could go behind you, and you are technically still stood by the bed by Leary.
Okay, I turn to Carpath. Are you compass mentors yet?
Have I don't think I've got any words left.
New round, new words.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Do you understand this? Okay.
Wank toaster.
So you would, but you can't help right now.
Oh god fucking damn it.
Is there any way that I can roll something
I
to
was
try
gonna
and
say, can I roll
understand, roughly what it is? Not necessarily understand exactly what it means, but I'm like, that sounds Hive, maybe.
Okay, so you have to have one of the linguistics.
Okay, so no, you can't.
don't
Yeah,
have
you
it.
can't. No.
Those are the linguistics I've got.
You can't roll for that though.
But I also have knowledge Hive. Can I roll that?
On your turn, yes you can.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm listening. I'm like,
Makes sense.
No idea.
sorry, no.
Bugger.
It sounds like someone's trying to speak Gothic, but like a child, or it's just weird. Someone saying it in a weird way.
Good God, I believe this man's drunk.
Oh, what I have is Leary in the corner starts speaking in that language, but like a nursery rhyme, like from when you're a kid. So
Yeah.
that, that
Apples
that
and pears.
tone
Apples and pears. Wait, what?
Just in case.
You put a gun against her head.
No, I'm not going to do it.
A witch!
We'll have to get it ready.
Now you've got your gun out.
Yeah.
Are you doing
I had
else?
it out anyway.
Are you doing anything else?
Nope. I don't want to deal with that demonic shit.
Harris.
Ain't no one got time for that. You've got enemy beyond on
So it
these.
says known, so...
I haven't got any of these.
Oh,
I don't think
fuck
I've
it,
got.
first one.
I think I've got enemies with them.
Fate point! Nom nom. What's up?
Oh, no, so just in one of the books. Or enemy within, either one.
Yeah, because I think I've only got enemies within, but I've already got that at home, so I didn't bring it.
I've got all the
Okay,
expansions,
so
not the main
the
book.
fate that I'm using is to automatically succeed a logic or law test, the number of degrees of success with my in bonus. That's 4 degrees of success.
Not as rare as the tones.
I also get a +1 because of my infused knowledge,
Yeah,
so that's 5 degrees of success on Hive.
She will know.
Okay.
Effectively.
That's my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
Nice.
Nice.
Meh.
Tasty.
Very nice.
It was
Sloppy.
very mediocre for what I normally do.
It was.
You're a classy bird.
Yup.
So,
Oh yeah, it is
So,
6 degrees of success.
common law Hive means that you have
Okay.
identified that this is
Intelligence
Hive count.
Yeah.
That this is Hive count of this world. You need to find someone who speaks Hive counts.
But I know what it is, so I can therefore go, can anyone
That's-
speak Hive
It
Cant?
is.
Yes. So it's
It's not just a simple pass.
Yeah.
It's a
So
hard pass
it
if I
is-
use fate.
Hive count, and then it is specific to the world we are on, which is
Corsair?
Rhubarb.
Scintilla.
Scintilla. It's
Yeah.
Hive Cant Scintilla.
Okay.
Language of Hive works.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Patois.
Basically, yeah, a local patois.
Okay.
By the knowledge. So, Hive Cant Scintilla. Knowledge. Language of Hive worlds.
It's a local dialect.
Leary might know.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was just there like, I know she'll get it. She'll get it.
Perfect.
So that was just speaking and knowledge. So I'm going to walk up to Leary, who's on the bed. Snap out of it.
You're high or low, you're going to attack yourself or her, because it's a threat in your catatonic state. So you can pick which high or low it is.
High. Low.
No, high is you attack.
Oh,
one,
okay.
one of the
Yourself
you
or me?
Oh, okay.
Yourself or her.
So, high or low.
High. Low.
Okay.
High low, drop all
High.
Okay.
So I just keep clawing up my own armour. It's like, no, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop!
It's just incoherent babble, but you're talking in Hive count currently, so you recognise that she's speaking the same language. So
I speak the lingo.
Hey, stop it, you bastard!
I'm going to try and
That's cracking.
restrain her.
Oh, God,
To stop her from hurting herself.
she's not hurting herself. It's fine. You can do it. It doesn't really matter too much. Alice,
2 more rounds of madness.
I wander around to the other room.
are you walking or running? Because he has screamed for a medic.
I'm running because you screamed at it.
Okay, so you run round, you run into the room, and effectively you just have to just try and avoid stepping on bodies. Or stepping on bodies.
I don't care. I'll just step on the bodies.
Okay. So you get down.
Like, not being funny. Like if these are as bad a state as they're in, they're probably dead anyway. And if there's one that we can save for information, that's more important than stepping on a deadie.
Cool, that's
So,
fine.
What am I going to do? Kill him further?
Yeah.
You livies hate us, daddies.
What's worse than death?
Double
death.
So I will get over there and tap him on the shoulder to get him to shift so that I can get a better.
And you're still like right in his ear, whispering in him, staring at his eyes while Alice is like medicating him.
But
Yeah,
so
you're
so
saying
I
stuff
tap him
from
to
last
shift so I
time.
can get
It's just
good access to
keep it
him. And I will medicate.
You get a plus 20 to this roll.
Okay, thank you.
Not bad.
Take 6 degrees of success.
Okay, so this he is right near death. You could spend hours trying to save him, or you could basically get stim pack in him so he's not going to feel any pain.
Or just put him out of his
So
misery.
basically, you can put him out of his misery, stim him so he doesn't feel any pain until his time comes, or spend hours trying to bring him back to life, like trying to help him with what he needs.
Given the degrees of success that I had there, do I think I can wake him up and get him to a talking state long enough to give us some information before he dies?
Yes.
That's what I want to do. Because I don't realistically care if he actually dies, but if we can get useful or valuable information from him, that's what I want.
So basically, what you do is you almost shift him around. So you like grab like a sofa cushion off and shove it basically underneath him, and then you sort of patch him together enough that he's not going to suddenly start pissing out more blood. You basically give him some drugs to help all the pain, like basically numb the pain in the system, and then like, almost like a shot of adrenaline to.
Yeah, because if I can get a few more minutes of conversation out of him where we can get some solid answers without too much hassle of him dying immediately, I don't care about what happens later down the line.
So he's going to take this round and then maybe the next round. So that's what you're doing now,
it's
just
fine.
blood everywhere.
It is a time-consuming process.
Calm.
I'm trying to eat something.
Okay.
I told him to eat.
So it's free action to undo the flask.
Yeah,
Drink at the thing.
because in my mind, I'm completely useless now. I can't do anything. So yeah, I'm pretty much you're gonna wallow for a bit.
What's
Okay.
new?
Oh.
The soup thing makes you feel better. You sit there feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah.
Andronich, so as you're talking and you are giving him a fair, Alice is working, you're seeing like blood and her moving him around, and suddenly his eyes open and he stares into you because she's giving him a shot or something.
What's your name, brother?
Hang on. This is why I had a list for this. Hang on.
Name list.
Oh no, I wrote down my
Names are important. They give power over an individual.
We're told that was my name, but here in the darkness, names mean little.
Why do you wish to redeem yourself? You wish to be closer to the Emperor.
My mere flesh is an abomination.
Seeing as he's not actively doing anything else, is he able to say more words than we would, given that we're using actions or potentially
Yeah,
actions?
technically we're just talking, so yeah, I will let you have another say something back.
I'll say to him again, seek not escape from misery and death. The Emperor gathers not the selfish to his side. You must work and suffer to atone.
The Emperor's a skeleton of a golden shitter.
Bang.
Oh,
Rolling
yes.
character.
Yeah.
We must cleanse the signs of corruption. Okay. New round, new words. Xerxes. What you doing, my
Lovely.
friend?
What's next?
Okay, are there any new audio files?
No.
Smig. Well, all that sounds like too much bullshit.
Go on, go and have a look at the
Good,
other
yeah.
room. I dare you.
Harris is on top of her, making sure she's not hurting herself.
I've basically got her starfished, and I'm holding her down.
Have you got any obscure or trank or anything?
You've got obscure.
I've got obscure.
Slap her again.
No.
How do you take
Okay.
obscure? Is it? Do you inject? Do you inhale? Do you
It made her
Don't
hurt
know.
herself.
Actually,
more.
I think it's a liquid.
Can I hit him?
No.
Obscurity you can do in two different ways.
Okay.
You can do like heron spoon,
Oh right, yeah.
or
Chase a
you-
dragon.
Yeah, or you can put it in a pipe and smoke it. or
Okay.
It's almost like
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
yeah.
Just thinking that.
Okay, I'm going to get my servo skill to finally analyse the room. Tell me if there's anything like horrible on the bedcovers or anything. Well, excluding the vomit.
Okay, so basically it's
And
gonna
if there's
start.
any hinge shit.
It's gonna start scanning. So
Yeah.
so give it a second.
Yeah.
Anything else,
No, that's all.
Paris? You doing anything else?
No.
Okay. Leary? Yeah, flails, alright. Alice?
So,
Patched
yeah, still working on the guy.
Okay, patched up dude. Car path.
Wallowing.
Okay, so I said last thing, cleansing the signs of corruption.
Did someone order you to do this? You said there was another.
He wants to help us be free
Be free.
of the pollution and the darkness that seeps into your skin.
It's an admirable thing you want. But this is not the way to go about it. Where can we find him? I also carry a sickness within me.
Okay, so at the phrase, where can we find him, I will need to have a talking skill.
Talkie.
Yes.
Oh
Inquiry.
Okay.
Do the talkie.
Do the talkie. No.
Fail the talkie.
It's a +10.
No.
No fate points?
Still
Oh yeah,
failed.
fate point. Yes. Let's fate it.
No.
Still no.
With the +10 still no.
With a +2, I'm still 10 off.
Damn.
Another spirit +10. You want to help with that?
I can't.
I wish I could tell you, but he swore an oath he would help us, but does not want to be found, and apart from those who need his help.
Name him.
Set him on fucking fire, then it'll be free game.
Do you have intimidate?
I do.
Name him. That's a.
Yeah, it's like I'm pissed off with you now.
Do
Name
you have
him.
intimidate?
I do.
You
This I can assist with.
You get
Do you
+10.
get
Oh,
further +10?
no, I fail.
So you get
Oh.
+10 from me and a +10 from Cassis.
Oh, that's 60. No.
Oh.
The last fate point. Come on.
Oh boy! Because it's +20 to it.
Oh, +20, so that'll be. Is it strength? Oh, 5 points off.
Oh, no.
I can't. Blood starts like coming down from his mouth. You can see that he's starting to strain himself. Like he's starting to go. Well, I don't even give a fuck. I'm just telling you. Okay, Xerxes.
Yep.
So basically, you've got the standard thing. There's semen, blood, feces, discharge. There's stuff like all over the room. Even with the cleaning, this room is filthy, but it's still kind of standard for this kind of place. It's quite cleanly compared to some places. There aren't any hidden things in this room. Nothing weird.
Can you identify what was in the soup?
Obscure is not smoked and injected.
Oh my god,
Sorry,
does
you
it
go
scan the
It's
soup?
like the smack.
Does it get the soup?
No.
Oh.
You said the room, not the things in the room.
It's one or.
It's not thinking of like the objects people are holding. It's like the room as it was in.
Damn, just on the off chance.
What's in the soup?
So he comes up to you, stakes your soup from you.
It's fine, I'm still wallowing. It's like,
Okay, Okay, I'll come back to you. Harris.
Down, bitch. I'm not saying that, but down, bitch.
Louis. This is your last round. Alice.
Okay. Because I've been working on this guy for a few minutes,
Yeah.
I want to cast my medical eye over him, and I want to see if anything about him looks like he's had any kind of medical work done on him at all.
Well, cruise self-surgery.
Like, I don't know, a pocket in where a lung should be, or
Just generally, if there's anything that looks like it may have done by a more professional hand than someone
weird
cutting on himself.
thing in the neck.
Well, I'm keeping him
perhaps.
distracted.
So, because it's I'm giving him a medical look over and an examination. Would that be a Medicaid?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I can vouch for the quality of their work.
Okay, that would be a fail, but I'm going to spend my first fate point of the session
Cotton.
and succeed
Linen.
Succeed by
worth it.
degrees equal to my intelligence. 4 degrees of
Unless
success.
you want bright colours.
It's cool, isn't it?
Full wall.
It's great being a Kyrogen.
So, you are basically looking, and you don't do this subtly because he's just so like drugged down and he's not listening to
I
you.
also don't care about his modesty. I will like
That's
literally
what
cut
I'm
off clothing.
saying.
I don't care.
You basically like are talking and then you just rip off his like tunic smock that he's wearing. And what he's got is he had the mark up here and here was crude surgery. Someone with very little skill trying to do it. Maybe one of the other people in the room or whoever this guy is they're talking about. But on his back is near professional like surgery in an almost like rectangular part here where it's either like for some reason like a mass of the back and the fat and the stuff has been like peeled back and then put back in again, but it's about this size on his left shoulder, like by the blade and by the
Perfect.
blade.
Let me know when he's dead.
Yeah.
Get off me, Slaneshi bastard.
Let's cut that open, see what's
Also, how many
inside.
degrees was that? Sorry.
4.
So also his mutations were not grown over time. He was most likely born with them because you can tell the difference.
Or
Yeah.
not bread.
Yeah, because you'd be able to see like
It's
where
got-
skin's stretched and whatnot, or
It's
if it's just
got-
naturally grown that way.
Mutations common, or minor mutations are common in a hive setting.
Oh yeah, for sure, especially this way down.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Or a small island.
you wallowing.
Yeah,
Are you going to buck up?
I'm looking up. I'm keeping an eye on Lyri now. Just generally because I don't, she's still.
If you want proper.
So I'm going to keep an eye. No, so yeah, I'm going to stand. I'm going to stand up.
Look
Her eyes are up
her
here.
Chin.
Okay,
It's a
You stand
royal
up.
mutation.
Yeah, stand up. And just kind of look at her because obviously you're all over her at the
It's like
moment.
in-
But she's starfished on the bed and I'm on top of her, holding her down. So
Hey.
basically when you stand up, you see ass.
Hey,
My
hey,
ass.
Perp boy, roll not to have an erection.
I'm not even thinking about that right now.
The return of the wife.
You stand up, you're staring at my ass as I'm knelt on her, holding her down.
I'll spit in her mouth.
What I was going to say is
That's
I was just
highly
going to move
logical, why would I
move
do
close
that?
and just
Okay.
and just basically keep an eye in case it looks like things are going to get worse. So I'm there to assist if I can.
Andronich.
Who are the others? Say their names. Say their names so the Emperor will know them.
Okay, give me an intimidate. Plus 20. Yes. Oh, plus 13.
Hey!
Yes.
Because I'm still there to
that's
assist.
30 degrees, so that's going to be 3 degrees of success.
All I can think of is say their names, say their names. Don't make me cut you.
Say my name. Say my
It's not,
name.
it's not so much like that. It's not.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Because assisting, don't make me cut you.
Admittedly, if he'd have failed again, it's like, say the names. Try me, Beyonce. Dies.
Be gone, thought! I cast you out!
I laughed so hard about that last one.
Not be gone, thought.
Be gone! Stop. Yeah. Fucking great that was. Anyway, so. He gave no name.
The
Just
others. Who are the others?
the house.
With you.
We were workers,
Names.
friends.
Say your names. Say them so the Emperor may hear them.
He starts listing off the names of the people there.
Yeah, take note.
Joe blogs.
So maybe we're missing people.
Mary Jane.
Tom!
Riddle.
I have a list of names if you particularly want
Well,
them.
yeah, just in case we need some investigations like missing persons things, and then I'm good. Well, if we're out of rounds,
If you are actually turning around and saying, write these down, I'm actually saying I'm a little busy.
I'll try and remember them. Okay, right. Then I'm going to say, do you repent for what you've done to yourself?
Okay, well, now, new round, new words, justice.
Quick question.
Yeah.
No one said they turned the comms off.
Tea. It's getting cold.
So,
Which means the comms are still on.
Yeah.
Which means I can hear the list of the names.
Yep.
Write these down.
Okay.
New tab.
Alright.
Or get your service card to make a note of them.
Start recording, dickhead.
Okay. It'll report what it's doing currently.
Fuck the soup, record the names.
Error 404, dickhead not found.
So yeah, it starts listing the names there. Are you gonna do anything else?
No, just gonna make sure it doesn't glitch.
Harris.
You said my name is Bitch
Louise
Tits.
starts to calm down. Her speech is becoming more coherent.
I'm gonna slowly start untangling myself from her.
Yeah.
Hot.
In it though.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna do it so slowly that if she starts and it's a false
Yeah.
fix, I can easily just hold her back down again.
Louis, roll me a willpower test. It's a flat roll.
As you punch Carpath in the face.
Do not become us unless you bastard.
Pass by 2 degrees.
You snap out of it.
So I take my helmet off,
Mm-hmm.
very shakily put it down on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
Chunder bucket.
take out a low stick,
Yeah.
and just go,
Better.
Better.
yeah.
Good.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I didn't look.
So basically, the two of you have got like this shared twin look of
What did
horror.
I say its name was?
Yeah, so I'm just going to say I
What did you say
didn't
his name
stick
was?
around long enough to really find out.
Something with
I
W.
literally looked in and then I'm
Wittus?
here.
Wittus?
Wittus.
No more words for this round. Okay, perfect. Alice,
Is he still alive?
just
I'm
he,
waiting.
he basically says the house is rising as he takes his last breath and dies.
Right.
In New Orleans.
Once he takes his last breath, I start cutting him open.
Oh Lord,
Don't even go.
oh Lord,
I don't care.
oh Lord on terror. Please see, please accept, please watch over the soul of Wittus. Though he may be impure.
Just imagine you're distracting me.
Know that he was ashamed, rightly so, and know that he died in the misguided attempts to earn your forgiveness.
I love that it takes someone mutilating themselves from a mutation to earn slight respect from you. That amuses me a lot.
I said
Because it was an act of flagellation. It was an act of flagellation.
Okay.
the ecclesiastical rites are fine. That doesn't bother me. It's not going to stop me doing my work, but I have no issues in doing them, so it doesn't really bother
Okay,
me.
so this is a flat Medicaid roll.
But I'm going to essentially follow the marks that are already there, so I'm
Yeah,
using them as guidelines.
No, that's
effectively.
fine. I'll explain why it is
They're more
fine
like
to do that.
Cut beside the lines.
Okay, that will be a pass by a degree.
A degree. Okay, so basically you go like this, and then what you do is you pop it open, and you've not used a reaction this round. Would you like to dodge?
Yes, if there's something fucking moving like that, I would like to move.
GTFO, motherfucker.
Move, bitch.
Get out the way.
Now, I'm better at parry.
Uh,
Do I have enough time to quite literally just put the flap back using parry as my reaction?
I suppose just be agility.
Just to like cover it over.
my suggestion would be dodge, but you can choose to do that if you would like.
I know what's going to happen.
Think of it like a trigger device.
Okay.
Oh, well, he's going to get hurt.
So he said you can push it back down to stop the trigger, or you can dodge out the way of it.
If it's looking like if it's a trigger device sort of speed, then again, just gonna push the body out of the way, because I have far better chance of that than I have of dodging, which is why I'm attempting to use reaction to. So I'll attempt to parry the body out of the way, if that makes sense.
You can't parry with a body. You can try a strength to push it, a dodge to move out of the way, or you can use a parry to slap the device back together and hope that you stop the timer. Obviously, because you've only got like a split second of seeing it.
I'm going to attempt that parry option to stop the timer, because...
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have dodge and an agility of 31.
Okay.
And I succeed my parry by 2 degrees.
Okay, so basically you go ha ha ha, then you go BAM! And then look Andronage. You see you see a glint of a device. I was being fair in explaining it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You've no fucking idea. You've got this, and then you're holding it down, and you've gone. Oh no! I don't know. I'm using an example. There you are.
That's fine. Touch me.
You just have to go and make it fucking creepy.
Yeah.
We'll get to what happens in a moment, I guess, because that was probably my turn, cutting it open and then stopping that.
Papa, there is alright. Okay, you guys are talking.
Yeah. So I'm potentially just going to sit in there and going to sit with her and make sure that she's all right.
So basically, the two of you sit next to each other, and you just have this like twin look of horror. Like the look of people that go toward that.
That 1,000-yard stare.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you sit by me, I will offer you a low stick as well.
I will happily accept. So,
okay.
Thanks.
So for you, this guy, he's passed, he's done the prayers. Alice done something because it's behind him, right? And she's got blood on her hands, right? And suddenly she just slapped it back and then looks at you like shocked, like. And you just see her like basically slap him on the back and then hold it.
What is it?
Some type of device.
Now, see, you guys are on boxes. You have all heard her say that.
Wait, what?
Go.
Okay. Is there any furniture in this room?
Yeah. Like there's sofas taken apart, beds taken apart.
Oh, right. I'm gonna find a large piece of furniture, or a mattress or something. Slot and basically start moving that over. The idea being is that I'll put it between you and the body. You can have your hand there, and then maybe try and roll out the way. And at least we'll have the mattress, because if it's inside them, it can't be that huge of an explosive.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
So
very logical.
A mattress might just be enough to,
I don't think it'll go off while I'm holding it.
Okay, okay. But I'm giving you something to get behind.
Are you talking out of character or in character?
It's in character. It's why I've not said much more yet, because I'm trying to think
How to word it.
Yeah, what else I get
Word
away with.
quantity.
So you've gone, I don't think it will go off yet.
Okay.
Get.
So Xerxes has said over the box, I'm coming.
Well, yeah.
Because you've heard me go.
Wait.
Okay, but
Go
still,
now.
I'm standing behind a mattress and trying to get it between him and the body.
That's fine, there's body, there's blood, you got a blood-stained mattress. New round, new word, Xerxes.
Cool, so I'm going to head over to the bomb site.
Okay, so you step into the room, please can you roll me a willpower test?
Oh no, I'm going to output
Sorry dudes.
modem
Willpower
noises.
test.
I know. This is why I'm like praying that he doesn't fuck it up.
So just black
It's a
willpower.
flat
Yep.
willpower test.
Yes, I do.
Nom fake
I'm
one.
taking you're not jaded.
No, I can afford it.
It's expensive if you're not a psyker. Oh,
Yeah, I know. I spent.
How many degrees?
For it because they're not psychic.
Sorry, love.
3.
Okay, hang on a sec.
You haven't got the ride of pure thought yet, so you haven't burnt that part
Okay,
of your
so
brain.
you roll me a D100 and then add 30 to it, please.
Okay, he might roll low.
Add 30.
54.
That's the lowest we've had, I think.
Okay, the roll
Shitty
before,
nightclub,
did you fail by 3
54.
degrees or more?
3.
Yeah.
It was bang on 3 because it was a plus 30.
Yeah, so well, 74 and take 38. Yeah, well, no, more
So
than
3
five,
degrees,
yeah,
okay, that's fine. So that means you're going to have 1d5 insanity points, and then 54 plus 30, so 74. So
No, it was.
No, it's
His
50.
second roll was 54.
plus 30.
No. His roll is 24.
Oh, I'm on
Okay.
sorry. So 54.
Yeah.
So, reeling with shock, the character backs away from the source of his fear. He cannot willingly approach the object of his fear, but can otherwise act normally, with a -10 to all tests until the end of the encounter. So you cannot willingly go near the object of your fear until the end of this encounter. You have a -10 to
We can make him
all tests.
unwillingly go there. We can shout at him. Yeah.
You can use characteristic text to try and force him to, but you will be at -10 to the end until the end of this encounter. Last in initiative.
No.
Unclean,
Okay.
unclean.
It was plus 30, so 1 second for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've gained 2 insanity points.
Fucking damn it.
Hooray! Because that was the 1d5 one.
Bonus energy and strength points. We've got one. Okay.
Okay, right. So she basically says she just steps to the room and go, nope.
So,
Nope.
nope.
Okay.
Over the box. Audible sigh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Loci.
So what I've got,
An epiphany.
Leon, is
Yep.
basically, because it's like a corridor, you step to the room and then you've backed out, so your back's then touching the back of the corridor by the door frame. That's where you are
Yeah,
currently.
that's pretty much what I had in my mind as well.
Harris,
No.
you are still next to Lyri and Karpath.
Well, there's fuck all I can do to help with them. I ain't techie. I don't know how to tech. I know things.
I am surprised you are not curious about the room. All the weird shit going on.
With the reactions that everybody's had, it's only logical not to go in there myself, because if I have that same reaction, they won't have my knowledge, and without my knowledge, they could get fucked.
If we
Yeah,
if
why
we
do you
pre
think I took so long to get
if we pre-warn you as to the nature of the room, can that give you like some bonus because you can sort of steal yourself?
You can try.
Oh, thanks,
That would have been a really good idea, Ellie.
Yeah.
Just so you know, there's some scary shit.
Because it takes
there.
the shock out of it. Of
I can't say much more. It's an interesting idea. You can try it.
Then you're going to have to talk to me to say that, because
yeah.
in my mind, the way that 2 people have reacted, one's hurt themselves and one has ran off and started throwing up. My reaction is, if I go in there, what's going to stop me from becoming that state? At that point, I'm not useful, which is highly illogical, so why would I do it?
I mean, mine's been the calmest reaction so far.
What's your fate?
I haven't seen your reaction.
What's your code name at the moment?
Mary.
Mary.
No, I was going to suggest something, and I thought no, because that would kill him.
Kill who?
Oh wait, he's already dead.
Yeah.
Mutant's
So I
dead.
started cutting him up.
We're trying to stop him from fucking exploding.
Yeah. So what if you get the?
It's
body
okay.
out?
I think I saved him.
What? No, it makes sense for the Emperor.
Okay, doesn't matter. It's just
But
a
yeah,
flesh. It's a
unfortunately,
fleshy bastard.
unfortunately, it's an out of character hypothetical thing, but yeah.
So I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Because I don't know that he's reacted badly, because he hasn't actually said anything.
Well,
Lyri.
I'll open the box. I was literally going, no.
Oh,
Half
no.
an idea.
Oh no.
It could be a bad thing that you've seen.
Lyri, what are you doing, my love? So you're having a low stick with Karpath. You finished low stick.
Yep.
You've had Desert Device. Xerxes is gone. And then Xerxes has been going, no.
No.
What are you doing?
We've got a scrap piece of paper.
Paper is
No,
very...
that is very expensive.
The fuck is paper?
Okay, have you got anything I can write with? Ink and quill?
Data slate.
Stylus on the data slate, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to draw something on it.
Yeah, you can do stylus on a...
Stylus.
Basically, I'll.
This is
I'll
mine.
crudely draw the symbol that I saw on the page.
Wait, stylus. That's not note 7, right?
Yeah, it's not hard. You can have an intelligence plus 20. Draw the symbol.
Oh, that's a point that's similar.
Oh yeah.
That's 4 degrees.
Yeah. That's what you do basically. She draws a gilded scarab with 2 burning torches behind it in a circle.
Anything you've seen before or know of?
I just thought I
Let
should
me
take
check.
a test on that. Demonology.
You're going to have to wait till
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I also took this from downstairs.
Holding out like a syringe with something in it.
It's like purple and bubbling and stuff. It's like...
It's weird.
Look.
Oh, it's good shit!
Look, brother!
And I'm literally going to go, huh,
And then stab it into Karpath.
maybe Tessa's jurisdiction.
That's...
As I put it down on the side table, like, that ain't my jam. That's my jam.
And also... It's like...
I'll do this. I found this downstairs. Couple more words. Couple words. Use them wisely.
So, while I've still got the stylus,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draw the rough shape of the knife blade
Okay, yeah.
and go...
And this knife.
It's like...
I recognise that. It's probably similar to what some of the blades I've got in my excruciator kit.
Alice.
Wow, it's really good for King this guy.
I grab something that looks somewhat bandage-like
Mm-hmm.
and ask you, can you assist me with something?
Yes.
I start bandaging my hand there because I'm assuming it feels something like a pressure plate. And start bandaging my hand to
Good
get
plan.
it firmly in place and ask for your assistance to essentially bandage him up with me attached to him.
Yeah.
So you can move
So
it.
that'll be a Medicaid.
Completely logical.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah, that's great.
So that's going to be a Medicaid.
You
So
said there's bits of furniture
Actually
around.
genius.
And you have Medicaid, so
Yeah.
that's a
If I can
plus.
get some
Which
bits
is why I've asked for help.
bits of board from or wood or whatever, or synthetic wood or whatever, to then put down in between the hands.
Oh, like a splint.
Yeah, well, no, as in some
No,
yeah.
what
Yeah, this
trying
will
to
be
do
fine
is do
for
it
now.
so you can move out of the room.
Yeah, because I can keep
Yeah.
my hand on it and know that it's still in place and not
Yeah.
shifting. So that's why I've asked for your assistance
Yes.
with the Medicaid.
I will assist you.
So
you
that's
don't
fine.
need to roll anything. You just
I'm
do it.
helping!
You just give it plus 10.
Okay, so plus 10 from that. So
Yeah.
come on. Yep,
Well,
6 degrees of success.
Does assistance increase if you have like more
Yes.
rank? Okay.
So.
6 degrees of success.
Okay, yeah, fine. So you bandaged your hand to this dead guy.
Yeah, so it's firm. Would you mind assisting me in getting him out of this room and shutting the door?
So basically what happens is in your turn, you can move him and she assists you. And that's, yeah.
While I'm moving, can I think about that symbol, that weird symbol?
Which weird symbol?
Oh no, we didn't see it here. No.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
It was another room. Sorry. Yeah, never mind.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I will assist.
Okay, wait for your turn. Okay, so Karpath.
I'm literally useless at this point.
Well, you're sitting next to Lyri,
You
so
can
you've
see
seen the
what's
symbol
been drawn.
and the
Yeah.
knife and the thing in the syringe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have no knowledges or anything like that that will be of any help at all. I'm like, that's cool.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna sit there and smoke your low stick.
Yep. Just because
So
there's
follow
smoke.
Smoke my low stick.
I have nothing applicable.
Smoke if you got him.
Okay, so Andronich, you don't need to grapple because it's not an opposed skill. It's a strength check to pick this dude up. And then you're assisting.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
what advantage?
Yeah,
So, yeah, so you've got strength plus 10 because
Ooh.
it's not that hard. It's their body, but then plus 10 for you, plus
I've got no
20.
fate.
60, so that's 2 degrees of.
Fail.
So basically, what
Yeah, you
happens?
can't lift him, he's just too heavy.
You basically is complete dead weight, starting to like when someone's completely dead weight. You try to pick it up. The blood is not giving you a good grip on the carpet, and the two of you basically go from like a kneel down position to like a lying position because you're keeping your hand on him. So now trying to get up the next time is going to be slightly more awkward.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be easier to carry if you cut the limbs off.
Looking around
Lol.
the people in the rooms, were they arranged in any way? No.
No.
Okay.
Not a particular pattern or
Just
anything like that.
need the torso.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Are you saying that in character?
Not really much you can do.
No. Okay. New rounds.
Because
New
I don't know
words.
what's happening in there. I don't know that you're
Selfies.
bandaged to him.
Okay.
It's true.
So
I
which
wouldn't
way are you
say
going?
that
Left or right?
character.
Yeah, try and do willpower to see if I can even think about even getting close to the door.
Let's have a look.
It'd be a willpower to snap out of it.
So you characters can try and shake off some of the effects after the initial shock has worn off. When specified on 8-11 shock table, that a character can snap out of it. Let's have a look at your part. You can't snap out of this effect, I'm afraid.
It's until the end of the...
So basically, like the catatonic state, Lyric can snap out of it. The running and dazed fear, you can snap out of it. But Karpath's still at -20 for the rest of the encounter.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I am useless, because even if I do
useless.
anything I'm trained in, I need to
So
roll
this one
1 to
here
get anything.
says that you cannot willingly approach the objects of your fear, but you could otherwise act normally, with a -10 penalty on all tests until the end of the encounter. You can do other things, you just cannot step in that room willingly.
I'm going to go back into my room.
Okay, so you go back into the next
No.
room. So he walks back into the room with you guys. So you guys are on the sitting on bed, and then she just walks in and just gone, no!
As I go back to my day sleep.
Yeah.
What?
Not going in there.
There's a fake point, but I want this gummy bear.
You want the gummy bears?
Someone hit him.
No.
Yeah, if you were looking, I'd just be giving you a sort of knowing look.
Not going to be much better.
I feel an aura of sympathy.
Yeah, it's spreading. The aura of sympathy is spreading.
Are you doing anything else, my love?
Low stick.
Okay, you're on the date site. There is an audio file currently being recorded.
Okay, I will wait for that audio file to watch.
Of course. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Harris. So you put down the thing onto the sideboard, you've looked at the picture from Lyria and gone, huh!
And I've gone, let me have a look. So, let's see what I can do. I've got all of the laws, apart from the forbidden ones.
What law would you like to roll? Because I look at this rule, I can't state what the test is for
Start
laws.
with
thing.
cryptology. Cryptology, that's symbols and shit.
Okay.
It's a symbol. Makes sense.
Roll.
Roll your dice.
4 degrees of success.
This is a heraldry or symbol of a house.
In the middle of the street.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
But you need to figure out which, because there are thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heraldry of a house. Thousands of probabilities may take a while.
You need to look up genealogy to actually find the great houses of Scintilla.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Ancestry.com.
As I stand up,
Yeah. Yeah.
because everyone else is fucking useless apart from these two, they can't fucking do anything. So of course I have to
Wait,
go
I'm
in
gonna
there.
tempt the
For
fate of the
fuck's
gods.
sakes.
No,
One
no,
of
no.
us. One of us.
Yeah, roll me a willpower.
I'll shield it. I'll take it.
Well, she hasn't announced she's coming. She said she's going to walk in the doorway. Yeah,
Next we'll wait till I'm there.
That's horrible.
Is it flat?
it is flat.
I pass. But
There we go.
Nice.
That's why I tempted it.
I get
because
the flat, and then I get 1 for passing. That's 2 degrees.
Okay, so you walk in and you're like, well,
Gross.
and then you can see.
Probably like, oh, that's why. Yeah.
That's
I'm
going to
like,
leave a stain.
Damn.
I don't have any words left, so I'm like, ah.
That's going to leave.
To be fair, gross is
Ew.
probably
Pro-
reasonable.
probably
It's
I
not
will let
taking
you
the
have
piss.
gross.
Yeah.
Or possibly a horrified
Gross.
gasp.
And then you can see, like,
Gross.
so you can
As
see
I walk towards you
Alice
guys.
basically down on her knees, and then on her side with like her left hand bandaged against a dude with blood all over it, with Andrich holding a mattress, and you can see that the corner of his head.
So I walk up to you, because I have no words left. I'm just like,
Okay, hang on.
No words.
you don't have to words
Louis.
to do the inquisitorial eyebrow.
So she's basically explained something and then gone and then walked out the room.
It will take some time, and left.
So that recording you had before. So I've come.
Play
I
it.
can understand it.
I'm waiting for the next one in the queue.
Okay, let me know when it's done.
Because then Tom's got, oh, I've got so much bandwidth, it's like fucking done.
No, your date state, you can play the previous one while the other one's still recording.
It's just you can't play the current recording one.
Oh my god, it does have slightly updated software.
Okay, so it's a little bit crackly and not to the Hive count of your world. Enough that you could understand a fair amount.
It's similar.
It is similar. And they've gone, this batch is not enough. I won't pay you for your filthy addiction.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. That's your term, basically translating what it says.
I can see what's going on here.
Alice!
Could you help us get the body out of the room so someone can help us with this?
Okay. You can give a strength test, and both of them can assist you to give you a +20. If you both choose to assist this round.
This is when she rolls a 1, it's like, out of the way.
It's my turn.
Yeah, when you next.
When it's my turn.
Actually,
or even if it's
You
your
can assist me.
game, you could do it and they can both assist you.
Yeah.
Or Andronich could do it and you can both assist him.
I have fate points. I'll give it a fucking go.
Oi!
Hey!
So
Okay,
at
so
least
you
you
get
get
Plus
+20.
20.
Come on.
Can I use athletics given that I'm effectively helping deadlift?
Yes.
Not that it actually changes anything, it just means actual skill is associated with it.
No, but if you use athletics, they don't
Oh
get to assist
shit,
you.
yeah,
So
no,
I
just
was-
flat strength. Yeah, never mind. I succeed by 1 degree.
Okay, so you
No,
get,
2.
Because you get
Yeah,
up to
2,
1.
sorry.
okay, so you get him basically upright, and then you put one arm around you so that you can sort of like get him backwards while your hand is still on it because you only
Yeah.
got one free hand, and then you guys are basically helping her get out of the room.
I'm going to grab the legs so not all of the weight is on you. I've got some of it.
Okay, and then you go out of the room. Where are you going with it?
Into the corridor,
Yeah.
because then the
Yeah,
door
you're in
can
the
be
corridor.
shut so these fuckers can't see in the room.
Okay.
Because then someone who can tech can help us with the body.
Logical. I'll accept that.
And so when we get out of the room and sort of set him down in the corridor.
Okay.
Right, you start to put him down. I'm like,
And then she points at the room
Oh
in case
yeah,
people
okay.
turn up.
All right.
I
Fine.
know.
or yeah, or one of, I'm holding his legs so I can literally hold one and point to one of your 2 rooms because we still have 2 other rooms we could go to on this floor.
But we don't want to spread too much to different rooms.
Just leave it in the corridor.
I'm gonna point to one of the. I'm gonna point to the 3 rooms, like
I'll just point to yours.
Okay. So you go
so
into
we
the room.
carry him into the room.
Okay.
Fucking
Oh.
leaving this shit in the corridor.
Cadaver incoming.
Well, I could down probably might not be. I think it was the whole scene that probably.
Yeah,
set
so
them
the
up, yeah.
body's okay.
But still
But
giving
we're
them a
bringing a
heads up.
cadaver in.
Yeah.
So
So,
cadaver
car
incoming.
path. So basically where you are, you're seeing like this body's not so bad because it's just one. But
Yeah.
you've got like a scalped bloke that's now been bandaged with Alice's hand bandaged on, and the 3 of them are carrying in this dude's blatantly dead, and you're like, what? You
Yeah.
heard the word of advice before? You don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to be like, what's going on?
And
Huh?
as we get in, I'm gonna point to the bathroom.
As it's been carried probably past.
Yeah, past into the
Before
bathroom.
Oh,
Is this a point we could move into narrative for now?
Almost.
Or is it
We're
okay.
literally finishing this round and moving into narrative.
Sure.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, Karpath. And then Andronich, you're putting him in the bath.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we will fall back into narrative. That was what I was doing. I was waiting to get into that.
Why didn't you dismember him? Bodies are lighter when there aren't any limbs.
There was a little bit going on in time and being in the
So-
situation.
Am I able to approach the
Right.
thing?
Okay, give me a willpower, because it's just the one body, plus 20, because you're like, it's a bit gross, I'm alright, I can do this.
So
Okay,
while they're sort of so as he died
Mhm.
and was being
Yeah.
questioned,
Mm-hmm.
I discovered that there is some professional level surgery on him,
Okay.
which is what I started to cut open and have a look.
Okay.
So you can all hear this very clearly. One with box, two are all in the same room. So
The moment that I pulled away the
Flash.
there was some kind of device which I was quick enough to place my hand over and prevent it from triggering.
I see.
Given my lack of knowledge of technological devices of this nature, I thought it prudent to have someone else have a look. However, I did not want to leave the body as was, because we may get more from having a look at this thing than letting whatever it is potentially go off and wasting valuable evidence.
Can I clarify? I could do with an assist.
So we need a way of removing the skin that's currently blocking the device. Because how can we look at the device if we can't see it through skin?
So
what we got?
I will pull up the roll of my excruciator tools.
Yeah.
So I pull the mono scalpel back out and start effectively cutting away the rest of the skin that is there. Because especially by the way I did it, it wasn't so much that I actually put the skin back. I just put my hand immediately on the thing by the sounds of it in the end. So I just cut the flap off effectively.
So I'm basically going to do this. This is back in the device. If you...
Yeah.
To a point, then we'll be able to see the entirety of the device.
But yeah. As long as I can feel that there's sort of pressure, and I'll get to a point where I can reveal as much as I can without risk.
Okay, so you still need about 2 fingers pressure's worth on it.
For safety's sake, I will keep at least 3.
Okay, so you are the other person that has Medicate, so you can
I
basically
have
clip.
Medicate as well.
Yep.
Do you have any tools on you, Medicate or anything like that?
Once I've cut away what I
always
can
carry
where
a
I
Medicate.
am,
Yeah.
I'll hand over the
So
mono
I'll
scalpel.
assist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I grab that, so I'm assisting you, or you're assisting
It's
me.
your choice. One of you needs to roll and the other one
I'll be
assist.
What's your int? What's your int?
My int will probably not as high as yours. It
Mine's
is,
48.
Yours is higher.
Do you want to assist me?
I will assist you. Yes. I will be there.
Like giggling the bars,
Because-
holding flaps of skin.
Yeah.
I've got a +10 for having a medikit. Does this count? Because I've got my medikit, so that's fine.
So yeah, then
So,
you get plus
and then I
10
get
from back.
+10
And
from you.
am I
so
able to
that's
assist
50.
as well, at least in a verbal capacity of cut there?
You know what?
Oh,
I'm
there,
going to say
not there.
yes.
If
So-
not, I
Given
have
that
I have a
well
chain
trained.
blade if we needed.
I love, right? Now we're really into Dark Heresy because we're cutting up bodies in bathtubs.
Yeah.
5 degrees
It's
of
got real
success.
dark.
Okay, so what
Yeah,
she's
5
done.
degrees.
So basically, it will take you a little bit of time because you're doing this
Oh.
carefully.
Yeah.
You have basically taken off his left arm in its entirety. You just slumped it in the bath,
Nah.
right? And you've taken off all of the flesh, and then you basically started moving muscles and cartridges, so you have the whole of the outline of the device. Enough. Yeah. Okay.
That we can
So-
see all of it. At that point, when I'm done, because we have put some water in the bath,
Yeah.
for in case it explodes, I'm going to wash my hands.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
mean,
going to
it's
step
It's
out.
mostly blood, I think now.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
pink.
But
It's all like
it's
that.
better than having
Oh, yeah.
gore all over
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to step out.
I imagine we're
You're
gonna
up.
have loads of forceps and clamps, like holding
Yeah.
muscle to
Yeah.
one side. And
I'm going to
Yeah.
guess this is going to be Securita.
So
Don't
first
touch
things
the
first,
clamps
you need
as
to
I
do a
step
tech
out.
use to
Right.
identify the device.
I can assist with that.
That's where, yeah. So
That's
this is a
why
plus
we're
20,
stepping out so
right?
they can step in.
Yep.
Because they have these guys. The reason why it's plus 20 is they so clearly identified the device.
We've,
And plus 10 from me.
you know,
We've
Also-
excavated it from
We-
his corpse.
yes,
Do I get any pluses?
very, very
Plus 20
you know,
and
well
then plus
done.
10 from him, plus
So
30.
plus 30, so...
Yeah. So I'll assist. You don't get from another angle. I'll just go. What about
48,
this?
58. So I've got to get lower than 88.
Oh!
Double life rate!
praise the
So
Emperor.
that's 9 degrees of success.
Yeah.
Praise.
Okay, so what you do is you basically pull out like 2 tiny little
my multi-tool.
tweezers. Yeah, your multi-tool. And then
Double
you
plus 10.
so basically you're just moving some wires and
10
having a look
degrees
at
of
it.
success.
Right? And then you basically so there's 2. So basically, this is a very crude device, but one done by a tech priest of higher than your level, like higher than your rank, because you are a technographer. That's your rank.
Yeah.
So it's someone of your ordos has this level of skill, right? But putting it in, they also have the skill of surgery. So it's someone with both levels in there, which is what does happen. The way that they have wired in this device is it's triggered by a word of some kind. So a word is spoken and the device will go off. But the device that goes off is not an explosion, it's a
electromagnetic pulse.
Yes.
EMP.
But if forcefully removed, it does both. It detonates and sets out
An EMP.
An EMP.
I'm glad I got 10 degrees of success then.
Okay, so that means that your security, you're already going to get a plus 50 to disable this
Data
device.
slates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's no. I don't have security, so I can't give you any additional bonuses. But
Okay, so I
You take your hand
basically
off now.
have to not roll 100.
No.
Shave it. So there.
Warhammer.
Hey.
Nice. That's about 60 degrees of success.
So he pulls out a red wire, cuts it. Pulls out a yellow wire, cuts it. Literally moves underneath your fingers and then cuts a black wire and then basically just moves your fingers away. Done.
Okay. I sort of stretch my hand out a bit because it's been still for a little bit.
Cramped.
He was like,
And
There's
then
like
wash my
blood,
hands.
yeah.
And I just wash my hands.
because I was
quite
involved
casually.
in, because I was involved in it. Do I understand a little bit about what what it is, or is it
Yes.
mainly him?
Yeah. So he explains in more detail how it works and why it works. But as he's talking, he's muttered words and you know what it
Yeah,
is.
so I pretty
So
much is that what I
EMP,
think it is.
Explosion.
There's a blast core. There's the
I
payload.
take the mono scalpel and clean that off.
do you not see? The Emperor has spoken to me. These people, they were impure and carried a stigmata as I do, yet they strove for forgiveness and redemption.
Whilst he's babbling, I'm going to disable the microphone just in case.
What microphone? Oh, on the device. Sorry. Yeah, shit. So the trigger went.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hang on, he's talking preachy bells.
It can't be triggered by pressure or words, so now it has to literally be
That's fine.
manually detonated.
So, yeah, they were mutants, but they still wanted the Emperor's forgiveness. Maybe it is my calling to reach out to to those wretched enough that the ecclesiarchy wouldn't dare go near them for risk of being tainted by association.
I'll be back in a moment.
Very quickly,
A sec.
it is now currently 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
We do need to think about
So,
sleep. But
I'm going to
How's that recording coming on?
pop back out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone in the corridor that I can see?
No.
Okay, I'm going to open the door and go back into the other room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have a look at the bodies in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to cut anything up this time,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to look on the bodies and see if any of them have similar levels of surgery anywhere, see if there's anything else that looks similar.
No. Happens to be just the one person.
Okay, so none of the other bodies have anything like that. Okay. I'd also like to have a look around the room.
Okay.
And see if there's anything that stands out as interesting.
You're looking at the bodies first, so that
Yeah.
you know where you're sitting. I'm going to quickly go around the room. What are you doing?
I'm going to be trying to figure out the symbol. So I don't really know what each knowledge does, even though I know each knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but Harris does. What knowledge would be about houses and stuff like that?
So is there heraldry?
I
or
I think it's heraldry or an
nobility?
aristocracy or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me have a look, because
Aristocracy, I
I'm
think it is.
pretty sure there is stuff for those.
Well, whichever one it is, that one.
That one.
Okay. Oh wait, what we're looking at? What are you doing?
I'm going to be searching the room because there was someone else in there.
Stratum.
So I'm going to see if there were any other ways in or out of that room.
So you got to while firstly Alice looking at the bodies, you were going to look at the room.
Yeah.
That's fine. Can you give me an awareness plus 20, please? We'll go around the room.
20, so it's going to be 31. Perception, yes. So that'll be 1 degree of success.
Okay, so you go up to where the metal bars are, and these metal bars, you basically touch it and they just swing open.
Ah.
Scholastic law.
I knew there was heraldry. I wasn't sure which one it was under or something. Okay, so yeah, this bar swing open, and then the window frame, you sort of feel along and you can open the window frame. But as you look down, you're on the 6th floor up and there's no ledges, no staircases, no nothing.
Oh, this is an undercover.
Where the fuck did they go?
Minecraft villager mode.
Okay.
Stupid cricket, sorry.
Louis, what are you doing?
Our plans are kind of interconnected.
Oh, you're doing the recording,
Yeah,
aren't
I was
you?
going to translate all the messages that you've recorded.
Okay, so he's recorded 2 so far.
The first one you've already.
The first one you've done. The second one plays is also in the Hive camp. And you can hear the sound of, again, it's a man you don't recognise, but it's not the same man from the first recording.
Okay.
And he goes, you're getting in deeper and deeper. I don't know how long I can hold out your credit.
So someone's taking a little blood.
I'm in the other room.
You can talk over the box.
Yeah, we're still on an open comms.
Oh fuck, Tessa was your code. So, Tessa,
Mm.
do you have any way of identifying a sample?
I can try.
Of what?
My spit. Here you go.
My stool.
So, because you've got one of the talents now, which means you have all the laws, apart from
Yeah.
villain laws.
Yeah. They're all as known.
Cool.
Sample of a part of the family downstairs.
That's 4 degrees of success.
4 degrees of success.
It's not enough to work with, but I didn't want to take more in case it was too obvious.
I will have a look in a few moments. Audible squelch.
So the symbol stands for the Tantalus Combine. The Tantalus Combine is a long-standing
Yes.
cartel of several houses minoris of the civilian nobility that has seen a drastic decline in its fortunes over the last decade. Its fall from power has been brought on by hostile competition from the Scallan Ha hegemony and severe damage to its assets and prestige endured during the period of intrigue and vendettas known popular as the Varoran Promenades. The resulting effort of several districts in Sibelius and Taurus hives, formerly under the Combine sway, has been profound. In the Coscalan division, where Tantalus had a majority power, the Combine has sold on the indentured contracts of thousands of skilled workers, and the labour forces that remains now works only to meet their master's debt. Most of these debts have been sold to a seemingly unknown cartel known as the Order. As a result, whole swaths of families have been uprooted or been deserted from the district. Thus, the effective economic and monetary inputs to the region is now negligible.
Negligible, yeah.
The Tantalus Combine is suffering a long, drawn-out death and is kept going only by its own fading inertia and the legal wrangling over the deposition of its carcass. It has ceased to exist effectively as a cohesive organisation or political entity.
Okay, so before we heard all of that, I basically go, I know what the symbol is.
Stream of consciousness.
So she's going to talk at you for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have heard the name, the Tantalus
Yes, we have.
Combine before.
That may have to do with what we've recorded over the box.
I think next week we have some more leads to.
Okay,
To
and
go
I'm
on.
just going to quickly check what Carpath is doing, and we're going to end the session there. What are you doing, Carpath?
Right. Zero.
Yeah.
Question 1.
Okay.
Do you know how big the blast radius would be from this?
It would be.
So it left in a sealed body. It could be anywhere from 1 mile to 2. If left in this exposed part and it was put into a particular vulnerable part of the city, such as a power generator near a main wire, the results could have been devastating to blow up what power was left in this area.
This is where I was thinking. Second question: do you know what the specific trigger would have been for this, or can we find out?
It's basically like trying to find like a thousandth of a pass that you could spend some time doing it, but you couldn't answer right away.
If I had more time and a data slate or two, maybe. But
You
now,
need a full-on cogitator. A data slate's not going to do it.
You need a
That's why I
proper.
said or two, and just kind of like start building up a database.
I was hoping it was good. Yeah, it might have led us to a hint as to where possibly
Well,
it would go off.
Well, I'm
Here's
sorry,
how
we
it
tend
would
to
work,
encrypt
right?
things so that it's not so easy, but someone can just open it and go, "Oh, the blast word is dickhead."
So I'm gonna, after my spiel, have a little spiel about an answer to that, right? So I finish my spiel and go, there are such and such many different words in the common language. There are this many languages. It could be any one of those. That times that equals that number. There are over this many million possibilities.
Providing it's not an acronym, abbreviation, nicknames, etc.
Or a random combination of letters.
Or that. I could tell you how many different possibilities there would be for combination of letters, but that would take me a while.
It's Emperor with a 3.
And on that note, we will end today's session.
Nice. The plot thickens.
I actually do think some of what's going on that's relevant is closer to home than we think, and I actually do think this hostel
Yeah.
is more important than it initially seemed.
And I think the Redemptionists have